We're live.
I want my music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And it may get old to those that keep listening. But as I said in the office at Dolphinado today, when this comes on, it lets me know that I get to slough everything else off. I get to chill out.
It's all playtime now.
I'm now just part of the crowd, and I'm hearing Greg do his thing. I'm seeing Ronnie playing the guitar, and I'm happy again. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I'm Kenny. This is Chris, and that's Stephanie, and this is the American Car Classics Radio Podcast. We are live today at Ford's Garage in Viera, Florida. This is North Melbourne, and this place has grown up. Chris, you've been here a while. I've been here.
Yep. This is our second time live.
Yeah. But Viera itself has grown up so much.
Man.
So impressed by the amount of growth it's really gotten. It started out, Melbourne started out having this place called Suntree.
Yep.
Suntrie's been forgotten about. It's like blown out of the water by the growth of Viera.
Yep.
It just really has like boomed and stuff. So we were just on the air. We just did a show and stuff like I think a week ago, Chris. I mean, time flies when you're having fun. But we were out here at Ford's Garage
for the car show.
Yeah, doing a car show.
1 year anniversary.
Yeah, that was our Pearl's debut
first car show
after being painted up and stuff. Well, she's been to a show, but she hadn't.
No, that was her first show.
Did it right. So
she's a farm truck. Now she's a pavement princess.
Oh, wow. Pearl, the pavement princess.
Yeah.
I love it. She got her windows tinted.
She does.
Yeah, Lucy's got her windows tinted, so I like it when it's kind of blacked out. I did a little video at the shop today, and I had the windows rolled up. Normally it's down because it's hot, and I had the windows rolled up and a little bit of smoke and stuff going on, but it was a lot of fun. So I love that Pearl was able to come out, and Chris, it really does add a lot to. Now, this is your first resto. I mean, this is your first, truck going back to their car, whatever. You've had some great cars, but they were bought and done. The Camaro, the Charger. The stuff
those were already all done.
Right.
This one was far from done.
And it's still far from done. But the paint job is on. But there's still work to be done with this cleanup and touch up and stuff. But now you've done, and you did several other things to Pearl before you got going with the paint.
Oh yeah.
Which I love to do the mechanical stuff first because I'm always afraid that once you got the paint job on there, now it's kid glove, and you've got to be really careful about it.
Yeah, we weren't easy on her either when she wasn't painted, which was nice. It's a luxury to have when if you're doing a resto. And your car's not painted, don't paint it. Just keep, because we would just throw tools on it. We would just throw the parts on it, boxes on it, and you don't care because you know it's going to get painted and the bodywork's going to get done anyway. So
you took the bed off at your house.
I did.
And bought a little winch for the garage and did your fuel systems and tanks and changed out angles. Now, at home, had you done this while she was painted, would you have felt comfortable lifting that bed off? Like
absolutely not.
It would have been girls hold the corners.
Yeah.
Daddy's not going to kill you with it.
Oh
when it
my
falls,
gosh.
But don't let it get scratched.
The thought of it stressing me out. But we did. I raised up the bed, and it was kind of spinning a bit. I was like, if it hits something, I don't care.
Right.
It drove the truck out and set it down. Then we just scooched it across the garage floor, and it's kind of scraping. And that's the luxury of it, right?
But if she had been painted, I can see that he would have pulled all the bed linens off. Pillows would have been lined up.
I'd have moving blankets.
I'm secretly giggling over here because I will never forget Dolphin Juan putting his cup on it, and I'm like,
what do you, right?
I know it's not painted, but we're doing.
Right.
I literally purposely did not use several pictures because there was a cup on it, and I was like scared someone would be upset.
Right. Well,
no. If it's not painted, I don't care.
No, I am the boss of Dolphinado, and I do try to get, and I tell everybody it may be, and let's pardon some French, it may be a piece of shit car. You may think that this car isn't, but that's that person's car.
Yeah.
And that's what
it's their baby, regardless.
Yep. Regardless of how you feel about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I really command that I want fender covers on every car. I want you to think about it as in this is your car that you depend on, rely on to get you where you need to go, or your pride and joy, as it is in a lot of the cars that we do there at Dolphinado. So it's important to me to have that commonality to it.
But you got a lot done at Dolphin, man, in the last month. You had the mock one that rolled out. You got Pearl that rolled out.
Praise God. Praise God.
Man, what was some of the other ones? The MG's getting ready to roll out.
Before the MG's going out. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Man,
she is
gorgeous. So good. And I was with you last year when we pulled that out of that garage.
Yeah.
Really?
Roger Smith. Yeah.
Wow.
Roger Smith, the owner. He's gonna. We're gonna do a show with him on this.
I like him. He's really kind.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's what you really dream of as a restoration customer. He's patient. He's respectful. He's understanding. When he says, you know, we're putting off a little bit to where he comes in, but it's not derogatory, ma'am. It's not anything bad. It's not anything bad. But he is he's a pleasure to work for.
Yeah, I mean he definitely is easygoing. He's helped get parts and do things like, you know, like I was searching for parts and I was like, where do I find these? Because I can't. Everything's discontinued, and he was like, I know where, and he helped greatly. Ooh, what was that noise, guys?
That's a Ooga horn over there at the bar at Ford's Garage. They've got an actual Ford car up above the bar. Wheels are spinning, and they've got a horn that every time somebody does something, orders a special or something, they sound that off, and it's maybe even on the hours it goes and stuff.
I kind of like that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we are here for a couple of hours today, and we're going to have some guests we're going to bring in and do all that. And if you're ready to hop on, Chris.
I see these guests lingering near us,
want the train
guys.
To jump on there? Let's see if we can call out Tony. Hey, let's go ahead and bring Tony in here. Tony Brown, he's the manager of this fine place. We're going to have Hunter. Hunter, come on over here if you would too, please. Hunter's going to be a special guest hopping in.
Come over here, Hunter.
Kelly Ford. One's on the port and one's on the starboard.
There's your headset right there.
Gentlemen.
Welcome, welcome.
I use that term loosely. Get your stuff on there. Get your microphone in place. Give a sound check to Stephanie.
Hello.
We're going to
put that a little bit closer.
Yep. I want to see what you hear.
Hello.
Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't know if we want to turn Tony up a little bit. Tony,
I think one of your earpieces
Tony's
is out.
A big guy.
Can you hear in one ear and not the other?
I can hear in one and not the other.
Yeah. Just pretend it was an old auto accident and you'll be okay.
That'll do.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
This is where we go
no,
live.
because it's actually their different setup.
Yeah, so you are with Royal Realty, right? Okay, right. So we got another media gentleman who's jumping in here and asking a couple quick questions to Stephanie, and that's what producers do in all these, and they're it's all good. So Tony, good afternoon to you.
Hello.
We appreciate you very much for letting us back in the folds of Ford's Garage. I don't even know where to jump in, and sometimes it gets a little bit chaotic. But I want to say, coming together is a beginning. Staying together is a progress. It's progress, and working together is success. And this was said by Henry Ford, and it's one of the many things that you can read here about Henry Ford and his desire for unity in building his company. And something here that you all have taken on is. Well, it's right up the same alley, isn't it? I mean, it's camaraderie, teamwork, community.
It's everything, man. It's an incredible opportunity that, you know, has been awesome for everybody involved. You know, I think about, you know, when I came to Brevard County to open up this restaurant just over a year ago, you know, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody in this county.
No, because you were here in Florida, but you were down south.
Yeah, I was in Mississippi at the time when I came back to Florida.
Yeah.
And you know, for me to come here and get the opportunity to open up this restaurant and just meet all the people that I've had the pleasure to meet, it's been phenomenal, man, because it's all about this restaurant. Like you said, it's just the opportunity to open up a great restaurant and do it the right way and just build a foundation for now and for generations to come. And it's just something that I knew when we came here, and if we did this thing the right way and just got everybody in this community to get excited about this restaurant and, you know, get a good reputation going on here, that we would eventually win. And it feels good to be winning right now.
Because you've been a restaurant manager at other restaurants, and there was one firm that was an Italian-based restaurant, and you didn't start off with that place new. You had to come in, and maybe you do have to clean up some stuff. Maybe people have gotten lax, and that's just how it was done, but you're going to come in with a whole different mentality because you were hired to step up and step in, and so there's a desire to be better than what was before, and that's a little bit more difficult. Coming in new, it's clean. There is no preconceived notion or the way it was, bad habits to break. You get to train them as you need to for what you want.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And, you know, the management team and I just, we had such a great time hiring for this restaurant. I mean, there was days where we were interviewing 30 and 40 people in a day.
Wow.
Well, that's a lot.
And we were doing it right over there.
That's a lot of work.
It was a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of organizing. But I'll tell you what, it was so incredible because every single person that we hired, I felt good about. And we still have a bunch of those folks still here working for us a year later. And
That's
that,
awesome.
to me, is true testament to what we did. And that really gets me excited about it.
Yeah, retention's important.
Yeah, hiring that many people, though, I can't imagine, Chris, that you've got to almost like make the cut like a professional football team. And, hey, football season's back in. We're starting preseason, I think, tonight. Last night was a kickoff game.
Oh, we need these guys.
Oh, yeah, we want to. Yeah, we're going to interrupt.
So we're also on Facebook Live, so if you can click that on there.
Yeah, we should have been doing that. Sorry about that, Facebook.
Sorry, Facebook people.
We're
better late than never.
Reaching out to all the avenues that we can today with all this. So with us today, we brought along, instead of just hanging out talking, we got to do a great interview with Tony before the restaurant was open a week and a half ago. Is it a week and a half ago? Time flies, man. So
for the car show?
Here, yeah.
It'll be a week on Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah.
A week on Sunday.
You had your 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, okay.
Sure did.
So, and we got to meet Hunter Head, who is the general sales manager out at Kelly Ford. And but it was your 1 year anniversary. And I know we got a couple pop-up questions for somebody else down the road, but I want to revisit that that weekend. It was good. Now, you've had car shows here. I think you've had 3.
Yeah, that was our 4th one, and it was the best one yet. I think they're just getting bigger and better every single time, man.
And the hottest one yet.
It was very warm.
But it did not.
He's making fun of me, Chris. He's in here making fun of me. He's like, I see the sweat, and I'm like, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, sweat's good, though.
It didn't deter anybody, Chris.
No.
You put the drone up.
I did.
And as before, as they have parked over in other restaurants, other parking lots, whatever. This one went over another and down the street and down the street, and it was amazing to see how many people. And I would say there were less Lamborghinis and McLarens and stuff. There was a lot more street rod stuff and all of that.
I saw a lot of Fox bodies that time. I don't know if it's because the new Fox bodies are coming out.
I think it's just a Ford thing.
It's just a Ford thing.
Everybody just wants to tie in Ford's garage.
You know, he brought the Super Snake out on the trailer.
Yes, he did. Here, I'll show
Did you sell that? Did you sell it yet?
Yeah.
That car was awesome.
It's still there.
Well,
Still there?
It's waiting on you.
Yeah. He'll be waiting for a while.
Let's jump into this, man, because this car is rare. I mean, as a dealership, you got to get one because not every dealership got one. There isn't a production level that high.
Yes, sir. 250 made.
And how many Ford? Do you have any idea how many Ford dealerships are in America?
Way more than that.
Yeah, a lot more than that.
So what brought Kelly Ford to the ability to say we deserve one of those? Was there a lottery?
So there's allocations in place, yes, sir.
Okay.
And it all, it comes down to units sold. It comes down to reputation. We've been President's Awards winning dealerships,
Wow.
year after year. Going for that and pursuing that this year as well. We have a large presence, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with Mark Pylock over there at the Muscle Car Museum.
Pylock very well. Yeah,
American
Muscle Car
got a lot of
Museum.
our inventory over there. He actually just qualified as well for the GTD, the high-end, the race car.
We have something about that later.
Right. Real quick, let's jump in here. 5480 Lake Andrew Drive, Melbourne, Florida. That is the location for Ford's Garage.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Kelly Ford is not far away, right here in Melbourne on U.S. Highway 1, a little further south, but not much. How long has Kelly Ford been around?
So Kelly Ford has actually been there for 50 years now. It's Brevard's oldest family-owned dealership.
50?
50.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And it's just a great organization, just great people. When I walked in there a couple of years ago, you just had that family mentality, that family vibe that you walk in there and you just feel welcome. And that's what made me fall in love with it, and here I am today.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who's a salesman over at Kelly, Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie's a buddy of mine. I met him when he worked at Harley, and he sold me 2 motorcycles.
Oh, great.
And then we just stayed friends, man. He's just one of those genuine people, and he went from Harley over to Kelly. And
I love how small of a world it really is when you start talking about it.
We bought 3 trucks from Kelly.
Kelly
awesome.
Ford. There you go.
Yeah.
Even smaller of a world. Freddie actually used to sell Harley Davidsons with me.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
So we were there together, and as soon as I got called to take this position, I called him right away. I was like, buddy, I need you over here with me.
There you go.
Wow, that's a
Very
big
cool.
transition going from Harley to Ford manufacturing.
But you know what that says? Good employees, good workers, they're hard to come by.
Right.
And you found somebody that you really enjoyed to work with and did well with.
And
Yeah,
reputation,
absolutely.
You bring your team with you.
I mean, that says a lot. That we just met you at a car show. I didn't know you before this. We hadn't met anything else. We just saw you all bringing a bunch of stuff. And this car show was presented by Space Coast Cars and Motorcycles, which is Joe Rodriguez, and we appreciate him much because he's the one that got us together, got to meet you and everything else, Tony, and your crew, George, and everybody else that's come with it. When we were here on the last podcast, we got to meet Dominic and a couple other great people. We're gonna get some more food today.
Yeah, man. Hope you guys are hungry.
Oh, we're hungry. We're gonna meet some more of your staff.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got some cooks coming out. They're going to talk about the food that they made, and I'm excited for you guys to try it and get to learn about the food.
And I know that you were talking to Hunter about some stuff that might be brewing with you guys, and of course this happens as Ford's Garage, Ford Motor Company. It's just come together like it was meant to be.
Yeah,
and
it really has.
was meant to be. But here again, you put your faith in God, and you don't force it. You let it happen. And if it was meant to be, it's meant to be. What are y'all working on?
How much time do we have?
Yeah, we're working on a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been, I mean, honestly, the partnership itself and Tony and Joe, I mean, just phenomenal guys. You know, we're all faith-based, just Christian men that genuinely just care about the people around us, care about the community. I'm from a small town, and I moved to Melbourne, and it's that same, everybody's close. Everybody's just, you got that small town mentality where you just, you kind of look after each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever make your way down to Grant, where my shop is, that's when you get into small towns.
Oh, yeah.
I think they still got a couple pigs running around named Arnold. It's kind of crazy how small it really is and all this. But,
I love it.
But I love that, man. I love that. I'm just jump out of the. I'm gonna get crushed for this. I'm a GM guy.
Hey, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Just get your stuff and get out. Get out of here right now.
I fell in love early on with the first generation Monte Carlos, and it's just something that stuck with me throughout that. My daily driver is a Ford. I will say that proudly.
All right.
I drove a
There you
Jeep
go.
here that I have, and I have a Toyota pickup truck. So I kind of spread it all over the place.
Yeah, you're showing love to everybody.
But my classic love was that we do have a restoration going on for a 65 Mustang.
Oh, wow.
She's
That
so
was, It
pretty.
was originally a turquoise car, and somebody painted it red.
Bright
and
red.
we're going back to the
Nice.
turquoise. This is a convertible. We've ordered.
That would have a lot of rust.
We ordered
It
rear quarter
does.
panels,
It does?
2 doors,
Yeah.
a fender, and complete floor pans.
Floor pan.
And,
Yeah.
and it's a convertible. So we are putting this car in 2 pieces at least, and then going to put it back together, Lord willing, and all that. So it's quite a job for us here at Dolphin Auto as well. Tony, the first year. I mean, the smile. I don't even have to have you answer a question because the smile just says, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
It's just gone by so quick,
Has it?
Man, so quick, so fast. But, it's been great. I can't truly say that enough, man. To be in this community and just blessed and grateful to be here.
Has the hot summer, I mean, we had 2.5 weeks of, is your shop's
Heat wave.
garage air conditioned?
Oh, it has to be.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't tell my guys that. 'cause
Hey,
it's
yeah,
not.
keep that a secret over there.
But has it affected patronage?
You know what, man?
Or they just come in hungrier and thirstier because it's so damn hot outside?
Honestly, I think it has not had that big of an impact as I thought
Love
maybe it
that.
would. I mean, I look around and I visit a lot of restaurants, go out all the time, and I see the restaurants and they're just not as busy, So I think about this restaurant and what we've done, and all I can tell myself is just 2 things. Number one, I'm just so excited and ecstatic to have the restaurant that we have and just that we built something like this. But most importantly, man, just happy to know that people choose us. And I always try to remind the team and everybody in this building about that because it really is a choice.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can choose to go anywhere you want, but people are choosing to come to Ford's Garage. And I just want to remind my team about that because it's something that we should never, ever forget.
The food is amazing, and the nostalgia around here.
Yeah.
Like, if people could see what we see right now, there's a car up in the what would you
Above the
call it?
bar.
Above the bar.
Yeah, there is.
There is. Oh, I'm pressing button, guys.
When you-
There's a car above. And what are these right here that I'm looking at? Because I'm not the best at cars.
Those are engines.
Yeah,
The
those are old
engine? Okay,
engines, yeah.
just making sure. Old
Yep,
engines.
you got it right. You got it right.
And then,
Old
the little
flatheads.
wheelbases. It's just, It's neat. It's cute. The bathrooms.
Oh yeah, the bathroom.
The bathrooms. Come
Listen,
on now.
I've never in my life seen more people take pictures
Of a
in a bathroom than
I
here.
went and got the first thing that I read out in the bathroom. I mean, you
See,
are.
you're proving my point.
You didn't stop in the main living room or the main dining room. You didn't stop there.
No.
But, I mean,
No,
we've got
there's everything
we've
everywhere.
got glass-towered fuel pumps.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty awesome. I mean, I like it here. But so how about the heat over there selling cars? How's that? Is it slowing down, or are you guys still selling cars?
Florida summers are always kind of tough. You know, you guys,
they are.
It's cooking out there on that asphalt. So, you know, keeping the guys hydrated, you know, a lot of it is getting the cars for the customers. You know, nobody wants to suffer that heat for long.
No.
You know, we've also got our mobile detail or our mobile service vans. So we launched that pretty heavily recently. And with that, you know, you're letting people stay in their homes, stay comfortable, stay out of the heat, come out to them.
Really? So what do you take care of with the mobile service?
Pretty much you name it, we can do it.
Really?
And, you know, unless it's a major job, and even if it is a major job, we go out there, we pick up the car, bring it to the shop, and we'll actually deliver it back to your house.
I love
That's
that.
pretty awesome. Yeah.
I actually think my dad had a bunch of like $5,000 in body work done at Ford, and they picked it up and delivered it to him. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you brought out when you came to the 1-year anniversary here at Ford's Garage. You brought your posse with you and came rolling in. We got stuck behind you and it was turning around and doing you had a truck with a trailer with the Super Snake on it.
Well, Joe and Tony were like, bring this, bring that, bring that.
Yeah, just bring everything. Just bring the whole dealership over here.
If they're going to tell you to do it, do it. Listen to these guys, you don't go wrong.
Yeah, that giant that Harley truck too.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Tell me about that. That was an F-350 because Stephanie came up to the wheel.
Yeah, I'm just a petite one. I'm 5 foot. On a good day, I'm 5'2". Well, no, am I standing up correctly? Did I crack my back?
Right.
Yeah.
What was that beast that you brought out?
So it was a 250 supercharged 7.3 liter V8 Godzilla motor.
Godzilla.
You know, pushing out over 800 horsepower. I mean, it's an absolute monster.
Now, this is what Ford is calling the engine is a Godzilla motor. Is this?
It's kind of termed that way. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a
I've never heard
monster
that.
of a motor.
I've heard the Coyote.
I haven't either. Yeah, the Coyote.
But I've never heard the Godzilla.
Yeah.
How's the Coyote holding up? Is it a good the track record on it's pretty good now?
It's tried and true. I mean, it's been around for a long, long time, and you know, it's fun to drive. It sounds great. You really just can't go wrong.
Yeah, I love when I know that technology is always going to be changing forever and ever. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I keep saying to myself, maybe this engineer had to save his job by creating something new. It worked fine for a lot of years, but then they make the change. How do you all keep up with it? I mean, I bet there's a service manual that something comes out from Ford that you all get, and then you start just reading and learning and knowing how to say it to your customers and how to all the options that, I mean, this is the game has changed on buying a car.
Oh yeah, I mean,
selling a car.
Any manufacturer, you almost have to be, you know, an electrical engineer to truly work on these cars now.
Amen.
You know, it's pretty insane. Back in the day, you could get it done with a couple wrenches and some wherewithal.
Yeah.
Now you have to hook computer up after computer.
Well, talking about, you know, new cars, my wife just bought a new car. She got a Mach-E, a Mustang Mach-E. And I told her, I was like, it's like driving a tablet. I don't even feel like it's a car. It's like press a button and zoom. It's fast though. That thing's real fast.
They are fast.
Tablet.
They're fast off the line.
They are torquey. They're super torquey. They don't have wheel spin and
I got the all-wheel drive extended range one. So, and those are hard to get now.
They are.
They're not even like bringing them to Florida.
You know, and I mean we're going to segue into that, I'm sure, but you know, you got all the different manufacturers, right? You've got recalls, you've got, you know, they're man-made. Nothing's going to be perfect, right? But I am blessed in the fact that our recalls, even though, you know, you hear about them and stuff like that, I mean, it's technology based.
Yeah.
Right? It's a software update. It's something like, it's nothing wrong with our motors. It's nothing wrong with our transmissions. It's just, hey, this thing needs another program.
Because we do see a lot of it, 850,000, 300 and some thousand, and then there's the, and then General Motors is having a big issue with
and those aren't software related.
No, these are engines, bearing failure. This is a big deal. We did put a 5-liter in from Ford a 3-year unlimited mile warranty. We put this in a 2017 pickup.
XLT.
Two months ago, and it's back at the shop. And a different Ford dealership got it that we towed it out from there on customer's request. That the oil pan is cracked, and there are some loose pieces inside there. We have not brought it into the shop yet, but from what I understand, the scenario on this is that he had just gotten an oil change on Tuesday. Wednesday, it started huffing white smoke, and Thursday morning was pretty much locked up with a big clatter and puddle below. So you and I, Hunter, I bet we could guess what happened where and where the failure happened. I don't believe it has anything to do with Ford.
No, not at all.
The timing's a little.
So I'm not really familiar with cars like that, but sounds like he's missing some oil.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. I mean, and my dad, God rest his soul, he was a big guy about get a lackey in there, change the oil, get him a grunt. And I said, look, a grunt can cost me $4,000 in a day. Now, I think his engine job was $12,000 plus to get it bought and done and all that. We are taking cabs. If I'm going to change your engine in your Ford, I'm going to pop the hood. I'm going to take the hood off. I'm going to pull the radiator, and I'm going to pull your engine out like this. But now manufacturers have us lifting the bodies off. Now, there's two different labors, Stephanie. You're looking it up, and it's cab on, cab off.
Yes.
So you can do it the other way, but we are learning.
It takes longer, right?
It books less by an hour and a half.
Yeah, it wasn't a big difference.
But how much easier to access this is just incredible. These old Fords here, you pull the front sides off, and you've got the engine open up, 4 bolts, and the whole radiator assembly pulls out. It's much like that. You've almost gone back. As a mechanic, I sit here and I say, man, I hate that they're building a truck that you can just take the cab off to fix what they know is going to fail one day. But in technology, I guess it makes a lot of sense to do it.
Correct. Yeah.
Torque to yield bolts, which is smart. A lot of people wouldn't think about that. A replaceable one-use torque to yield bolt makes a lot of sense when you're bolting a body to a frame. I don't even know how many years it's been that we've been building vehicles to do this. Half a dozen years anyway.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe even a dozen years by now.
I think we're just seeing it more now, because the internet and everything. You see it.
For me.
Yeah, they're coming out of warranty, so going to independent shops and things like that.
I had a mechanic work for me for 3+ years, Chuck, great guy, and he went to a General Motors dealership. And I asked him a couple days ago, I said, how's it going? Oh, what are you learning? He goes, man, I'm learning to put cams and LSs like nothing.
Oh, man.
Going back to your product, we're not surprised to learn about software updates or anything else. It's a given. Mm-hmm. You buy a computer, you get it home, it's outdated. So are software updates going to be part of the life of the vehicle? There's always going to be something as to go in, and because you can update the screen modification or its accessibility and all these. I mean, it's always better, but there's always going to be that technological side of updating.
Right, and I mean, even just like you said, with a computer, right? You gotta refresh it. You gotta clean it out, clear your cache and cookies. Get all of the junk out of there so that it can perform at its optimum capability. And it's the same thing with that. You're going to have software updates. The Google Maps are always changing. The things like that are always adjusting. Not to mention Melbourne is blowing up, so those maps are changing on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So you're going to have that just to increase, your efficiency.
Yeah, I'm going to segue right back into you, Tony, because I know you've got a restaurant to run. But as Melbourne is growing, I mean, this is one end of Brevard County to the next. You're right smack dab in the middle of the county. Brevard County is the largest county in Florida by road map mileage and all this. You've got restaurants around you. Mm-hmm. I'm always blown away that people at Dolphin Auto, sometimes I get them from the beach. They drive along. I'm like, how many shops did you pass to come to us? What makes us so special that you really want to give us this job that is so appreciated? They pass a bunch of restaurants to get to you. The growth is inevitable. We're going to keep seeing Urban Prime, other things pop up and do. Yeah. And you're not intimidated by any of them.
No, I mean, we wish everybody nothing but success. We talk about it every day. We're never going to, talk smack about anybody. We're just going to stay in our lane, and we're going to keep our head down, and we're going to stay
plenty of
focused
mouths to feed
on what we got going on.
But in a year, you have you've already got it. In a year, you've got that. It's not a cult following maybe, but you've got your regulars, you've got your Lonnies and stuff and what. But it is. This is a great place to come back to.
Yeah. Well, once again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about really just being that staple and focal point in the community that you serve. And I think we've done a really good job of branching out and letting it be known around here that we stand for something that's just bigger than a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
We want to stand for somebody who's a community partner, a restaurant that, you can go to and say, hey, you know what? They support Viera High School, or, they're supporting Viera Charter. You know what? They're running Spirit Nights here at Ford's Garage and giving 15% back to nonprofit organizations. Those are the things that we value. That's the things that matter to us. And once again, we're just happy to be open here to the public, and we're excited that it's been a year, and we're just looking forward to, quite a few more.
Well, when we came out, we were a little bit surprised to see that people were bringing school supplies out, but this was a back-to-school drive. It wasn't just Ford's. It's not like selfish where we say, this is Ford Garage's 1-year anniversary here in Viera, Florida, and we're just welcoming everybody in to do. But let's put a purpose to it. And here again, that goes to Joe Rodriguez and Space Coast Cars and Motorcycles, but Ford's Garage and Kelly Ford.
We all got together, our buddy right here, John Lopez, he's amazing in what he does. And we sat here just at this table, as a matter of fact, to turn a little different.
Okay.
Had lunch, and we planned out this car show together as a team, and we talked about what the vision was and how we were going to bring it together. And it took all of us to make it happen. And at the end of the day, we had a magical show that I think people really enjoyed, and we're just happy to do something like that.
That was a huge truck. I'm going to go back to the Harley Davidson truck real quick, Hunter. It was the front of the truck was stuffed with back to school stuff. It was a good turnout. It was a good drive.
So I had the privilege of bringing those supplies to that school and dropping them off, and they were just blown away. I mean, we showed up and showed out for that event. And like he said, we sit at this table, we solve a lot of the world's problems at this table.
I love that.
And, but the first topic of the conversation is, what can we do for others?
Yeah.
It was always focused on what can we give and not what we can get.
Yep.
And I think that makes all the difference.
And just to jump in on that real quick, I just want to thank the community.
Yeah.
Thank the community for coming out that day to support us. Thank the community for, bringing the school supplies to this restaurant, for us to have the opportunity to donate those school supplies to kids all over Brevard County who wanted them, who need them. So thank you to the community for supporting us.
Yeah, how about that, Tony? Because they're listening. You can put up a flyer, we can say something to somebody, but when talk gets around and people start talking about it, other car groups, I'm on Facebook and I'm watching Bill with Brevard County Cars and the Mopars of Brevard, and they were talking about it. People were asking, hey, where's the show this week? It's at Ford's Garage. Hey, if somebody comes in, but it's not just a show.
Yeah.
Bring a school supply, help a kid out, and it is the community that makes everything special.
It does.
I don't think the community would back something that wasn't great.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I mean, it says a lot, man. I love food. We eat. You go to a particular place on a Friday night, and you love to hang out there. You just got done saying, I know the bartenders, I know the manager by name. They know. I mean, I'm a regular. This is something I do.
The old Cheers thing, right?
Right? Yeah.
I know it gets played, but it can never get old.
No.
Everybody wants to go where they know your name, and that's just a fact.
And can we point out that it is 4:30 right now? And look how many people are here.
Yeah, it's pretty full, and it's not even dinner time yet. But that's one thing that I was going to say that keeps us coming back. American Car Classics is your guys' desire for the community, knowing we're in the community. And then we just don't want to be a podcast on the internet. We want to be involved with our community as well, right? So we want to be a different kind of podcast. And so we like going to the car shows and then going with Joe and Space Coast Cars and Motorcycles. Now we got Kelly Ford. And so it's really, really a good thing. It's a good combination to give back to those people. So
we're trying to keep on going. I got George involved with that too, so Lewis up in Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
You talk about an opportunity that's huge. I mean, this is Daytona Beach. I mean, they could be doing some massive car shows up there. I know he wants to.
This is Luis Martinez.
Yeah, the general manager up there. So him and I have talked. He was at the car show. So we're trying to bridge everybody together because at the end of the day, it's bigger than this. It's bigger than Ford's Garage Viera. It's bigger. Yeah. And it has to be because I think when you partner with the right people and the people who have the same vision and goals as
Yes.
you, like-minded people,
Yes.
Sir.
art of the possible, and you can make amazing things happen. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here with Ford's Garage and all of our
Yeah, we too are Christian faith, and we love. And as I came in here, and I says, "Man, Chris, I'm 800 miles an hour. I'm running around. I don't know if I remember everything else." He says, "Hey, let God take over.
Yeah, God's got it.
Slow it down.
Sure does.
Let God do their thing, you know. And if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
And you built it. Like
It
Stephanie
looks like
says,
they're coming. They're here.
I have been here before on days.
You told
in the
me,
middle of the day,
yeah.
And I think our table count is. What is our table count in here?
We see 256. So tables,
56.
50, I think it's 50-something tables, 54, 55.
And I think that when we sat down and ate that one time, I think there was 6 or 7 empty tables in the middle of an afternoon. But you've got a lunch special, Tony.
Lunch special Monday through Friday, happy hour Monday through Friday. I mean, I love
Ooh, what
our
time's happy hour?
Yeah.
2 to 6.
2 to 6, guys. Happy hour.
Yep.
Listen to this. What?
That's our listen. Where else can you get a pint of beer and a full-size chicken sandwich or pork sandwich or a quarter-pound burger
Wow.
for $10?
10.
You show me where.
I mean, that's
Where?
an easy way to take my kids to eat
You're not
and
finding
then
that-
me
you
be able
gotta
to have a
stop
beer.
teasing me,
And,
man.
right,
I'm
right.
gonna have to sneak out of work just to get over here. You know what I mean?
And what's
So,
cool
question
is-
about
Just
that:
make it
how many
runner.
people do
Make
you
it runner.
how many people come here straight because you were Ford? Like, do you see a lot of Ford cars coming in just
yeah.
like nostalgia-wise,
Yeah.
trying to be a part of things
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
Ford's
Your first car
garage?
show was Ford's only.
Yeah, that's right. So our very first car show was a Ford's only car show.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
no Lucy.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
So we did an all Ford's car show that day. It was fantastic, and then we also did a toy drive because it was it was right around Christmas time.
Yep.
And we had a bunch of folks come to the community and bring toys.
That's beautiful.
It was amazing. But yes, to answer your question, I mean, a lot of Fords come here, see amazing cars every day. And it's funny, I get asked a lot about, hey, I have a Ford. Do I get a discount? I mean, that's a
that,
pretty
really?
popular question.
Really?
Yeah, I get it all the
Wow.
time.
Fill
All
out
the time.
fill out a thing, and you can have 5% next time. Oh,
Well,
But Hunter, you don't do just Fords. You're going to work on other cars at your dealership.
Oh, we can service it all.
Yeah.
I've got over 100 years of experience in my service drive. And,
Yeah.
same
Wow.
with you. Your vehicle will last you so much longer if you care for it or you have people care for it that know what they're doing. You might pay a little bit more versus, random pop-up shop, but you're going to benefit in the long run. That car is going to last you. It's going to be, a safe vehicle for you and your family moving forward.
What is your labor rate right now in your service base?
It's about 190.
Is that it?
Yeah.
And I say not that's it. I'm hearing 220.
yeah. I recently paid $220 to $240 for a car work on my brand new truck.
Right. So,
So we try to stay aggressive in the market. We definitely want to be able to service everyone. We don't want to.
no.
You don't want to kill the cow,
But
right?
we're not grease monkeys anymore.
Right,
We're-
exactly.
it's all
No, there's a lot of
changed.
education involved
Yeah,
in
you're
it
not an
now.
automotive
Oh man,
technician.
these
Yeah.
guys have spent thousands and thousands of dollars not only on tools but on increasing their education and
Education.
stuff like that. It's absolutely unreal.
You are like a nurse. You are doing continuing education. I'm an AC certified master tech, but my certificate's expired in 2005 or 6. I'm an old dog, so my labor rate at the shop is $160 an hour. So I'm not far behind. I'm an independent. You guys, technology, you offer a lot more. So it's not a bad vibe
So
coming there.
I'm curious now with your pricing. Do you do different for body work too, or
Oh,
is it
different. Oh,
all
different. No,
is it
different.
all straight the same?
So body work's going to be a little bit different.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So what we did was our body shop that we used to have, we actually turned that into a commercial fleet center. So we service,
Okay.
Wow.
we service some big stuff. We service RVs, we service, big rigs, we service it all.
Smart.
You
Good
can
to
bring
know.
us in pretty
Wow.
much anything, and we can work on it for you.
Wow.
So that's kind of the focal point, and really also with your contractors, your builders in the community, all of those commercial companies that need somebody that they can bring their vehicle to. We're a one-stop shop.
How many years have you been with Kelly Ford?
I've been with Kelly for 3 now.
That's it.
Yep, 3 years.
How you liking it?
Oh, I absolutely love it.
Are you guys getting in? Are you getting into you're the GSM over there? So you getting into the social media? You're doing like the Benz and bow ties guy and all
So
that?
I mean, that's kind of
Yeah,
people.
yeah, Hunter.
People is really my strong suit. I love people. I love working with people. I love networking. I love it all. So that's really my forte when it comes to running the show and stuff like that over there.
When you love what you do, it makes the job so much easier.
Tenfold.
Doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I believe in the product. If I believe in the product, I could sell it to anybody.
Right.
Absolutely. Because it just makes you feel very natural. You can feel forced. You can feel fake. You can feel it all. So when you've got that natural.
And I grew up Ford. You know, my little kid, we always had a Ford. I grew up Ford and Harley Davidson.
But people are harder to work for now. People are harder to work with now. I go out on the limb and I say COVID killed a lot of common sense things in the world. And I just go off the time base of COVID because it was something that was huge and relative to time. But it's more, I don't know if there's a stupid question when you buy a new car. But I know that I see people that it's more difficult to comprehend. It's more difficult to read. It's more difficult to manage success with some of these people and everything else. And then, of course, you bring the heat in, and I feel that's got to play a role on some of it, too. Here again, you want to keep them out by the car. You want to keep them looking at it and doing. But your salesman, he's melting, and he's ready to get back inside, not just to the desk where the paperwork is, but for comfort. But pleasing people.
That's impossible.
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes. It's difficult, right?
So to love what you do, it really makes it a lot better, a lot easier.
I love Ford. I believe in Ford, but I love and I believe in Kelly Ford more.
Yeah, Kelly Ford being family owned, this means something to you all.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what if it's family owned or corporate? What is that?
I mean, our dealer principal, Tim Kelly, is absolutely phenomenal. Our vice president, Chris Saraceno, who Tony met yesterday. I mean, just great people, just good people, you know, with good hearts, and you know that's what we strive for. Everybody can do the big things well, right? It's all the little things that matter. Yeah. And you know, I've seen it with Tony. I mean, you come in here and you could almost eat off the floor in here. I mean, it's absolutely spotless every time you come in here. It's the little attention to detail that I think is what makes, you know, us different and Tony different, and that's what matters. And how many? What's your staff size? You've got a huge staff.
Yeah, it's gotten slimmed a little bit as we've grown and, you know, got more confident with things, but it's just over 100. Just over 100.
And he says
wow.
This is
Do you know their names? All 100 of them.
Oh, they're family. They're family. They're family. Of course. But Stephanie, when you look at the restaurant, you don't think about it like that.
I'm looking around right now and I see like one employee.
I'll bet there's.
But I know that there's plenty around here. I mean, I see them moving here and there, but
I'm going to bet they have stealthy. At least 7 or 8 servers on the floor right now. Mm-hmm. At least.
Right. Yeah, probably 8 or 9 right now.
8 or 9.
Yep.
At least 2 behind the bar and a couple bar backs and a busser. Yep. So, I mean, I can see it out front.
They're stealthy.
But when you think, now this is what I was blown away by when I met Tony and started talking to him about the size of staff, because we know what it's like to get people to come out and do and stay and everything else. And even if I try to keep them happy, it's very difficult. Turnover, it just sucks. You train somebody, it is part of the business, but it's that rebound, that bounce back. It's don't stumble, just keep going. And if this person isn't there to do whatever, you just step up and get a little bit more out of it and go. Yeah. And that's part of being success.
It is. But I mean, I'll tell you, you know, with culture is everything. You know, when you think about people retainment and just the retention that comes with your staff, I think as long as you have a great culture, a culture of, you know, honesty, a culture of integrity, a culture of just validation, high standards with accountability, but also, you know, what do you stand for? You know, do you have fun with your people? Everybody wants to be a part of something. And I think the biggest challenge that any restaurant has is being consistent. And I've talked to my staff about it, and we talk about it a lot, actually. And I think that's what's really been a game changer for us, too. Is just striving for the consistency that it takes to be in a restaurant. And I think the guests obviously see it too, and that's why they want to come back here. But we got a great team here, and I'm really proud of everything they do.
Well, they're all smiling. I've not seen anybody like moody looking or RBF like I get.
I haven't seen anybody throw cheeseburgers.
We'll seek them out. If they're showing all that, we're going to seek them out. Say, hey, what's going on? Come on, let's talk.
I'll just be like, it's just my wrinkles. I'm sorry, Tony.
There's a restaurant in Vegas that we used to go to all the time, my wife and I, and it was a breakfast lunch place, and they would have like a red, like angry face and a green happy face, and you could turn it to whatever you wanted so your server could see be like, hey, I'm not happy, or I'm very happy, I'm good to go. So like the server
could
like,
tell you
hey,
the
I don't have to
service
bother you.
That's
Like,
funny.
hey, I need ketchup, and so I'm red, and like they come over and give you.
I've never heard of that.
I thought you were going to say if it was
never heard
red,
of
then they
that.
get to be mean to you, and if it was
No.
green, then they'll be nice to you.
Yeah,
because
that
I've
would
seen
also be
restaurants
true.
where
There's a
they're
restaurant
jerks.
like that.
Yeah,
There is a restaurant like
Why
that.
can't I think of the name of that restaurant?
Dick's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dick's, is that what it is?
Yep, that's what it is right there.
I just know that I've seen them where they're like really mean.
Yeah,
And
they just
you're
throw
like,
the
oh,
menus
okay.
at you and all that stuff. No,
How
but I think
would
it's
you
a really
feel if
clever
somebody threw a
idea.
menu at you?
Little smiley
Sure is.
face.
Yeah, no, I love that. So real quick, Hunter, we're going to be getting out of this segment in a little bit here. I want to know about the Super Snake. I want to know.
Yes.
We learned that the Harley's got an 800.
I thought it was like 740, but he's blowing me away with the 800.
Well, manufacturers
Tony wants
underrate.
it.
They've
I do
underrated. They've
want it.
underrated horsepower for a long, long
I do
time
want
for
that
insurance
truck.
reasons. But it is back when OPEC hit and everything else and the small. I don't know your age and stuff, but when we went through the Iacocca and we went through the crunches and everything else, I never ever smog pumps started coming in. A whole new belt for this little smog motor, and then Cadillac converters and O2s, and I said, oh, good days are gone. And now the big three are building 1,000 horsepower daily drivers.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so the Super Snake's going to be 830. They just put 830 plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
They leave you wondering,
Yeah.
right? However deep you want to step on the throttle, we'll find out.
What
and
a
then
beautiful car, too, man. What a
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
sexy
Oh,
car.
God.
That car
Yeah,
is nice.
it is.
Getting any calls on it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It is for sale, right? It is for sale.
Absolutely.
I saw it on the Kelly Ford website today when I was browsing.
And what's the price on that?
It's up there. The MSRP
It
on
didn't
it is
show. It said you have to
100
call.
Yeah,
Of course you got to call.
They got to bring
You
you
got to
in.
talk
You
to
gotta see it.
Hunter.
MSRP,
Your MSRP is 179.
but that's not what you're going to sell it for.
Yeah, so it's very limited supply. It's
So
a rare
it's
car.
over 200,000.
It's not over 2.
It's not?
No, we didn't want to go that crazy.
Okay.
We didn't want to make it just out of reach, but
Is this not something that you could bring to an auction like Barrett or Mecum and you know?
you'll get over MSRP at an auction
Yes.
all day long. Yeah.
Yes.
So can you give us some info about this car? What makes it so special?
Well, I mean, one, just the rareness of the vehicle itself. You know,
Low
it's
production number.
a rare production number. The setup we did was the nostalgic white with the blue striping, which I just love that look. It's so clean, but we put the bronze wheels on it that are just out of this world.
Now
I mean,
you got to do some factory mods to it.
no, so we just spec'd it out and sent that build over to Ford. They did it all there. Got the carbon fiber package all around it. And then not
It
only that,
looks
but
sharp.
it took so long for them to upgrade the interior of the Mustang. And now we finally have that fine looking large display with all your digital gauges and
So
just
pretty.
You did not take it off the trailer. We thought
I
they were
did.
bringing in the trailer. I thought they were going to put
know.
the trailer and then
Yeah.
back this car off.
I
You
thought
didn't
about
start.
it.
it up. You didn't do any of that.
I started it up, but I couldn't trust myself if it wasn't on the trailer. I'll tell you that right now.
We
awesome.
figured that you were trying to keep the mileage low. It wasn't. It's not like we want to. Every time you drive it, there goes another dollar. Maybe I don't
You know,
know.
my hope for that car is that the person that does purchase it gets after it the way that it's meant to be
That's
getting
right. Yeah,
after.
please
don't
drive that
please
car.
don't put it in your garage.
Yeah, please
right?
drive that car. That's what it's built for.
Go through at least one set of tires.
Thank you.
We
for
go
saying
through we go to a lot of Mecum auctions. And the last Mecum auction we went to in Kissimmee, there was a lot of very low mileage original cars from the 80s. Like a lot
Yeah.
of them. There was an IROC Z Camaro that had 4,000 no, not even less than that, 3,000 original miles. Had the original fluids in it.
Wow.
The oil, the original transmission fluid.
Now, is that scary?
Oh yeah, you would.
I'm like, wait.
Sounds real
Yeah, that's-
scary.
Yeah, right.
I'm not driving that car.
But
No thanks.
But I mean,
Good.
I could see somebody, and it brought a lot of money. It was like $80,000.
Wow, okay.
That 85. I think it was an 80. No, it was an 89 IROC. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I could see somebody doing the exact same thing with that. You
Well,
know,
and you know, I get
driving
that.
3,000
But
miles.
what a shame! What
I
a
get
shame!
that.
It is a shame, but you know, in 20 years, you pay 175, 180 today.
Yeah,
you keep
that's
only
that's a good
3,000
point.
miles on it.
You got a lot of horses in that thing, man. You got to let them run.
Yeah.
I believe so too. It's different for me to see the amount of horsepower out there. The speed limits haven't changed on the interstate. Laws have gotten tighter. Now our governor has made it 20 over.
Super speeder.
Man, I got tickets for 20 over. I've had cops tell me, hey, look, I'm not going to write that for 20 because you'll have a mandatory court day.
Yeah.
But now there's a law. that this is not acceptable anymore. They don't want road racing or anything else, but you can take these to the strip. You can get the tire packages, and you can take them to the strip.
Yep, it's gotten a lot more accessible, too, to get to the tracks and actually put it on there and safely, drive them for what they're meant to be.
Stretch their legs a bit.
Yeah,
exactly.
They all have traction control. So if you're worried about it, you're a novice, and you want to feel the ponies, let them breathe, but you're worried about not having control of it. You can leave stability track on there.
Oh, yeah.
And you can still just go romper and have fun.
Well, and it has that drift brake as an option that you can choose too.
Yeah. Which is
I saw
crazy,
that and I was like,
right?
ooh.
First time I got in an 8-speed Corvette to drive, a customer brought one by, and I went out there, and I didn't feel it shift for the first 3 gears. It didn't start to throw you back or anything until you really got into 4th and 5th. But now your seats are built to hug you. The old classic car, you take a corner too hard, you're sliding to the passenger side. But now, I mean, they've got the whole design package. We talked about a lot of classic cars and making a block for the showroom because they'd wipe out. They just weren't built other than with horsepower. But now this is it's a machine.
Oh, it drives like it's on rails. Yeah.
Well, and the carbon fiber fittings for the front that help it cool down were pretty neat too. Just the way they use carbon fiber and
sexy.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sexy.
yeah. Let's not forget that because that's important in a car.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got more for Hunter?
No, man.
I think we
Thanks
picked
for
your brain
coming
a
out.
lot.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I love you joining us for this and everything else.
Thank you very much.
Great to meet you. I'm glad that you made some time for us. I know you've got a busy schedule and everything else, and I really appreciate it.
I know Tony's got a restaurant to run.
Yeah, so you you got a contract on this place. You're going to be here till you retire. You're young.
Perfect. Thank you.
I mean, it's a 5-year contract I'm here for, so I'm good. Sticking around for a while.
I love that because we don't want change with this, man. We want you to continue to have us out and do all this, but it almost seems like this is Tony's house. I know it's Ford's garage, but it feels like Tony's house.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
It's
our house, man. I'll tell you, this would not exist without my team and the hard work they do every single day. I mean, honestly, man, I'm just blessed and fortunate to have a team behind me that cares.
Right.
Because I'm nothing without them.
Right.
That's facts.
Well, I'm going to be greedy, and I'm going to say that we're hungry, and I want to see if you can get us a server that's going to bring us a little something. We're going to sample something.
Yeah, we're going to bring out a few dishes for you guys. I'm going to have some cooks come out and talk about it.
All right.
Okay.
Does that work?
We're going to kill a couple minutes here and talk amongst ourselves, and then
when I come back, you want me to bring George over?
I do.
All right, because
I do.
Right there. We can bring
he
over.
is.
So how about we join you when the food comes?
I love that.
Does that work for you guys?
Absolutely.
Sounds
Okay.
good, guys.
All right. We're going to do all that.
Yeah. So if you guys are ever in Viera, northern Melbourne, please swing by Ford, say hi to Tony. If you need to buy a car, a Ford, talk to Hunter. Who are you trying to get
I'll get it.
I want our lav mic from. He's getting it now. Tony? Yeah. So, absolutely. When you get out here and join them, but the menu is big. We didn't even talk to them this time about the menu. We're going to get to sample some foods, which is always great and all this. But I know that the menu is going to be. The stuff they're serving us. I think you've got a list over there of what are we serving. What are we getting the first?
So the first one, we're gonna get some pork nachos. But what I was saying, if you guys need a Ford or you're looking for a Ford, I don't care where you are in the United States, Kelly Ford will hook you up. Ask for Freddie, ask for Hunter, they'll hook you up.
Yeah, that's such a great thing such a small world, Chris. When it comes down to, I didn't have a clue about that. We hadn't pre-talked about any of this or whatever.
No.
Hunter was he wasn't available, and then all of a sudden last night it came about. This morning he confirmed that he was good. But to sit him next to you saw him at the show, but you didn't talk to him. I did. I ran out, made an introduction. You were flying a drone. But to know that you had a guy that you built a rapport, just because he sold you a bike. The people, I mean, you don't look out to grow your friends list every day you walk into a grocery store and I want that cashier and that bagger. So Freddie made a statement to you.
Good people are good people.
Another bike. Yeah, and then obviously the Hunter suddenly worked with him and recognized because there was 4 or 5 salesmen there. He could have picked somebody else whenever he grabbed Hunter. And I just love that about
it. I think Freddie was like salesman of the year at Harley for like 2 years in a row.
Okay.
And then I believe even over at Kelly, he became Salesman of the Year last year. So he's just a natural salesman. He's just a good guy.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with Hunter. The fact that he's been there for 3 years, he sold it like he owned it. He's been there for ever and ever, and I just really love that.
We've got some fans who would like some stickers and a card.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we've got all of it all over. No, hop in front there. Hop in front. And there's many more up front too, where flyers and stuff like that. But absolutely,
So
some
those
pens
at
and
the
stuff.
Sorry about that,
No, we
guys.
appreciate all of it. Absolutely.
There was those at the corner of the table. up
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
People can come on up.
yeah. If anybody always wonders what the sticker is, this is my 1970 Chevy Nova. This is Lucy, and we are talking about getting some stickers with Pearl out there too.
Yeah.
We have our own personal vehicles and we love them, but we love that the kids come up and grab the stickers with the picture on it. That's what they're drawn to and all.
Yeah.
But they're looking at the cars at the car show, and then the sticker, and it's like, wait a minute, that's that car.
I was
Now
going to
the
say,
parents-
did you see it at the last car
Yeah.
show where the little kid was like,
Yeah, and I saw the one before that when a kid held the sticker up and the dad took a picture with the sticker with
yeah,
the kid
that's
in
so
front of the
cute.
car. And
That's
I just
so
thought,
cute.
well, isn't that kind of cool? You know, I just liked that. It was pretty cool. I guess we talked a little bit about Stephanie. I wanted to bring back up Elias's truck.
Hey, do you want to switch cameras? Since there's the,
I moved it.
Oh, so we're good.
I used the
oh, you did?
close-up one.
Okay, good. Sweet. Sorry, we're
Are we delayed?
yeah.
Okay. So,
Sorry, we're car people.
yeah.
We're not tech people.
Yeah, hi, this is my first time being a podcaster. I'm a producer and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying.
This show.
All the more reason you should subscribe because you never know what you're going to see.
This show, American Car Classics Radio, never had podcasts in the name. It truly was a radio program that ran for, I think it was on radio waves for over 9 years when COVID did take over, and it shut the substation down. With that, some other hosts had moved on and out, and I had been asked to come on, and I was on the air, radio airwaves, for a couple of years when the main host, the owner of the show, relinquished that ownership and gifted it to me. And I went through those growing pains that a new business owner does, and then COVID hit and shut that substation down. And then we took it to a studio where everybody's lives are busy. This isn't a day job. This isn't what's paying our electric bills or feeding our families.
No.
And that we go in there, and this is a labor of love. This is a passion. Chris, the story is, it never gets old to me. I put an ad in Marketplace for an engine, and you were one of several that came out and answered it, and bought an engine, and you became a friend of the shop, and you are a former aircraft mechanic.
Yep, I was aircraft mechanic
Right.
for a long time.
And military base, which we thank you, love you for your service to their country. It's the reason. Chris and so many others are the reason that we get to live in this great free country today, and all my love to you and all the servicemen and women that go out there for everything else with it.
And your families who give up so much time with
Yeah.
you, because I mean, as a military ex-wife, it's really a lot. I spent, out of 10 years of marriage, I probably spent 5 years of them without him.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot. So bravo to all the moms that work and still raise kids while their husbands are in the military or wives are in the military.
But I'd gone through a couple different co-hosts and trying to figure out what I was doing, and then I finally was just doing this with our producer Bryce, that we were just doing it by ourselves and whatever. And I liked you, and I loved that you were methodical, that you were very paced. You really are regimented in so many things.
I am, yeah.
I am the loose wheel. I'm the cannon that just could go off at any time.
Well, what does Chris's-
and take out 6 rows of people?
What does Pearl say on her?
Square life.
Square life.
Square life.
And the first time you got a Lucy, what did we do?
Oh, yeah, I was like, I'm too square for this. I was like,
We just went to go breakfast and
if you're
check
doing
out a
this
car.
for me, you don't have to.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I don't do it for. I love speed. I am not cautious with it.
What's that?
I'm not super careful when it comes to a lot of stuff. But it was my appreciation for you and the value of you, Chris, that
So I
I
appreciate it.
asked you to come and join the show, do a show about Pearl,
Yep.
the backstory, because we talk about cars all the time. But when it was a thing about a car, it's a great car to look at. I've got a friend, Joy, who put up on Facebook a picture of her that her dad took way back when they were doing their car shows back in the 80s and stuff with their old 67 Ford Fairlane. And she started telling a story as I asked the question. She started telling a story about her dad and how much it went. And it is so often the story behind the car that makes everything really just memorable.
Yeah.
Pearl has a story because she was left to sit for a decade doing nothing, much like Lucy.
She just sat. Yeah. Pearl just sat, and then my father-in-law was like, hey, he's probably watching. Hey, Joe. And he's like, hey, I got to do some of this truck. I said, what are you doing with it? And he's like, I guess I'll sell. You sell it, let me know. He's like, you want it? I was like, yep. He's like, you can have it.
But it's a resurrection. It's a resurrection. Yeah. Not pulling from the graves, but close.
Just forgotten.
Yeah.
You know.
Just a piece of metal.
Just an old forgotten work truck.
And what is it about the square body that gets you? I mean, what is it?
I don't know.
Well, what is it about the IROC? Is it the lines?
So no, the IROC, because my mom had one.
Okay.
You know.
So another story type of thing.
Yeah. So I'm a nostalgic guy. This is, you know, how I am.
Well, you love Elvis. That says a lot.
I'm a huge Elvis fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the same with the square bodies. I mean, the fact that it was my father-in-law's, and my father-in-law, you know, he is, you know, I've said it for years. He's like a second dad to me. Really, he really means a lot to me. So the fact that it was his, and the fact that he would give it to me, that means a lot to me. And then prior to that, I was always a fan of the square bodies, just because I liked the way they look. I thought they were cool. They were the truck when I was growing up. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, red is your Dodge truck, and it's not lifted, but from the factory, they're pretty up high.
Yeah, it's a bigger.
You took Pearl and you didn't slam her. You lowered her a little bit.
Yep.
She's still a good truck. She can haul a refrigerator in the back if you need to, whatever else. Some people go to the extreme and slam a truck to where it's no longer purposeful.
Yeah. No, I didn't do that.
No, but it is.
I just wanted to change the altitude is proportional to the attitude, right? And so give her a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah, because she's a long bed. You didn't say, look, I need to shorten it, do the whole frame chop down like you can do.
You can do that.
And by the bedsides, reduce it.
Yep, you can.
I did that on my 86 C10.
Yeah. I'm not saying, I mean, I do like the short beds look good, but no, I mean, long beds are fine too.
Hey, don't make fun of my short bed.
No, she's an original girl. She's an original girl, man. Some people like short hair, some people like long hair. So I just love that you know, you took your car out on street nights and drag raced some.
Yeah, I had a Charger back in the day. I used to go racing with it. Yep, that was a lot of fun.
Which is surprising for you a little bit, and it kind of and I learned again too
not very square
that you
life.
used to make a living. Do I say gambling or just playing cards?
Well,
but I mean, but that's not. When I look at you, I could see Kenny being somebody that's ridiculous enough to try to do that, but you just did it.
So I used to make a living playing poker. So I was a poker player for a living. That's how I paid the bills.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And so people were surprised by that. That's my mentality.
Yeah, that's a fun fact we didn't know about Chris Couch.
And then racing, you know, racing my car. So racing the car wasn't on street racing. We actually went to the track, and it was it was track racing. So it's a little more regimented, a little more square life, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to poker, it's a very it's very mental game. It's a very, very mental game. A lot of numbers, a lot of math. If you can follow the math, you can typically be pretty successful at it. And I was. So I'm really, really good. I'm a natural when it comes to meeting people, to knowing the type of person that I'm interacting with. I think poker helped hone those skills a bit. So that was it was kind of an easy, like poker was easy. And I still enjoy playing poker. I still play a lot.
Well, now I know not to play with you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Hold'em guy, and I haven't played in years, and I'd love to get back in. So you used to go to Siggy's. You still do that?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Oh, I got friends that play at Siggy's.
Invite me out one day, and we'll do that or something. I think it'd be a lot of fun. No, it's been a lot of good thing. I know that George is putting some food together and do all this. I want to try to do a giveaway.
We do have a shout out from Joe from Space Coast Cars and Motorcycles. He just messaged somebody to say, hey, give me a shout out. So, hey there.
Hey, Joe.
Yep. Hey.
I want this gentleman's name is what? It is John. John. You're John, right? I'm going to do a giveaway real quick. I want you to pick somebody from this table, one of these ladies, and ask them to come over. I've got a question for them. I'm going to give them a dolphin out. I'm going to see if I got a medium size shirt, and let's see if they can come over and answer a question for me.
Trivia moments, guys. Trivia. I'm gonna.
So Kenny has a script, and I don't have it. So
I have what?
I'm winging it.
You're doing great, Chris. You're doing great.
All right.
I don't know what she just said.
I don't either. We're gonna.
Okay, that's.
We just interrupted her dinner, though.
That's all right. She's gonna wipe the baked bean juice off her face. She's gonna make sure you don't have any lettuce stuck to your teeth or anything, do you?
So just so you guys know, we're inviting somebody from a table to come up here and speak with us.
Throw this on real fast.
Hi.
Hey, what's your name?
Mallory.
Mallory, I'm Kenny. This is Chris,
Hi,
and that's
Mallory.
Stephanie.
Hey,
Listen,
guys.
I want to offer you a real quick little question. I'm going to see if you can get the answer on this.
Okay.
If you do, I'm going to give you one of my company's T-shirts. All right.
Okay.
The question is, what's your favorite meal at Ford's Garage?
I actually just got meal or appetizer.
Meal.
Meal.
Hey, give me an appetizer. I'm not going to hold you.
Honestly, the appetizer, the pretzel bites with the cheese were top tier. I got a pretzel bun with my chicken also, but the pretzel bites appetizer, top tier.
Top tier.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
I like that.
What about your friend? What favorite meal?
I would say chicken.
Here's your shirt. You want that? All right. Awesome.
What's your favorite meal? Probably the chicken tenders.
Okay.
Chicken tenders.
Basic, but still great,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Love it.
super
Love it.
good.
Can't go wrong.
Love it.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Appreciate you guys joining us for a second. All right. All right. So that's just
No, we don't know them.
No.
They were
No, but
totally
they-
over there eating.
So those were the
as it
ladies.
goes. Right.
Those were the ladies who were looking for swag too. So
Hey,
that
that's all
was
right.
perfect.
Yeah, that's a good easy. I've got two more shirts, one from Dolphin Auto, one from Ford's Garage, and we've got a bucket, car wash bucket.
Yes, from
that-
Pete at O'Reilly's.
Yeah, that was from Pete, Mark, and Don at O'Reilly's.
Yes.
That is in Sebastian.
Sebastian.
We buy a lot from them, and they do support our show as well. So we appreciate them. They were able to add to us a little bit. I got a
And
couple.
by the way, that was real last minute of me asking too. And they
Yeah.
put it together within like 15 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm very proud of them.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Pete.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we sent Summer out to go pick it up, but she was on a lunch break and able to do that. And what kind of time frame do we have, Stephanie?
We've been on for an hour and 5 minutes.
Wow, that's not bad, man. I appreciate that. We're going to have Tony come back over from Ford's Garage, and he's going to bring George in. George Weeks, I think his last name is Weeks, and he is the for the restaurant group is called 23 Restaurants, I believe, and they are Florida based as far as it goes, I believe.
Okay.
But George is in charge of all this. So I guess this is Tony's boss.
Oh, wow.
As it would be. He's a guy that we're trying to talk to about doing some business with Ford's Garage down the road. But as a filler, Stephanie, I know we're waiting on some food to come, and that will be before
Yeah.
too long. Tell me what you've got, a little story or something over there. I think we printed something
Yeah,
up.
so I was curious. Have you guys ever heard of Rip Rap?
Rip.
Rip Rap.
Rip Rap.
Rip
No, never
Rap.
heard of it.
No.
WRAP.
No. RIPRAP.
No.
Rip Rap.
No.
So it's where they take these old cars. This happened in the 50s. So we're talking about classic cars. And they would stack them. First, they would layer them 1, 2, 3 across. And then they would stack them and fill them with dirt.
Okay.
And it was erosion control.
Ah.
So they use this all over the United States as erosion control.
Okay.
Chris, if you look at your phone, you can see some pictures. Right now, I have posted the 4 picture of 3 different rivers that are lined.
I think we're going to be on a little delay from that, maybe.
No,
but
no.
oh, right, she's already got them up. Now,
Yeah.
Chris, I got to see this at the shop. You didn't, but
So this is something that they do all over the United States back in the
That's really
50s,
clever.
60s, and 70s. Now, my question for you is, how many of these were made with lead paint?
Well, and I have more than just the lead paint.
What about the electronics?
Well, there wasn't very many electronics, but
So
there
I know
was
they took
some.
out the tires. They took
Okay.
off the tires.
What
They
about
took
fluids and
So that's a big thing, is that they're saying that these fluids are leaking into these rivers, and but they're coming out now because the water is receding. Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
So they're seeing them a lot more. But I saw a couple kids with their dad, and they were out looking at them, and they were going through, and the kids, 3, 4, 5 years old, whatever it was in there, and he's like, all right, Chevy, go find a Chevy.
Okay.
So his little boy's name was Chevy.
Okay.
His daughter's name was it was a car name, but I don't remember what. we'll just say Shelby. And then
That's
she
a good
went
name.
out searching for a car too. And when Chevy found a Chevy, he is a 3-year-old boy, and he was like, I found a Chevy. It was the cutest thing. But so they do this. They travel around the United States to go to these rivers to find old classic cars and take pictures of them, and it's like their family thing that they do.
That's really awesome.
And they are riprap.
No, so it's the riprap is
that process.
the process
Oh, okay.
of using old classic cars in the 50s as erosion control. So they would put them like nose to nose or like nose to tail and then just stack them, or they would have them put this way, you know, like nose up, tail down, and so forth
And that
along
would
it,
build
and
a
then
bank.
fill, because it was just a cheap way to do it. But
So-
can you imagine how many absolutely amazing cars are in there?
Well, now
Or
I'm
used
sure
to
they
be in
didn't-
there?
Yeah, they didn't put
Or used to
pristine
be
cars or
amazing
what. I'm
cars.
sure this was something that was wrecked or what have you and all this. If I could go back in time and get back some of the cars that I had and sold or just
My
beat on
Fiero?
and trashed and stuff. Well, I'm talking about real cars that were worth real money and stuff.
You got to get a Fiero.
I had a Levi Gremlin. And very rare car,
Yep.
V8 Levi bucket seats. It was a package. It was rare, and I bought it cheap. I doubled my money, but
Wow.
but man, if I had it now, I mean, it's a car that's just gone up so high. Kind of crazy with it all. So with us again is Tony back, and he's grabbed his headset on there, and I guess we got a little bit of food
Yeah, let's
coming,
bring
which
some
I know
food
we're
out.
ready
I'm
and
gonna-
stuff.
I'm going to bring George
Mikey
over
Bear.
here to join us.
Yep. You're going to put that on, and George is going to grab his, and we're going to keep going with this. George, as you get your headset on, you're going to put a lav mic on as well. This is for Facebook. Your daughter,
Clip it on the wire or whatever.
Your daughter, she has a cell phone in her hand. She know how to use that. Better than you, I bet. You're going to only have one ear working in that, but we're letting people know ahead of time. Pull the mic over a little bit. Let me give me a sound check. I do not hear him in my headset at all.
I got it.
She's got him muted probably
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
excess noise.
All right, how about now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
You give me a sound
Perfect.
check, Tony?
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. He's a strong, silent type. and
Yeah, we
everything
can
else.
always hear him though.
Yeah. Well, that's the good. He creates the presence, right?
Yep.
He doesn't just have to be seen. He can be heard,
That's right.
understood,
Well, he's seen too, that's for sure.
He is a big guy.
He is a
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah.
Stop bragging on me.
I never feel like a small guy, and like Tony shows up, I'm like,
If you did something
Okay, well,
for
I'm
Halloween,
5'4".
if you
Two.
did something for Halloween, what would your costume be?
I already got it figured out, man. So I'm going as Maui from Moana.
there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There's the
I just
food.
want to put it out there that I love Halloween. Love Halloween.
Did you not see that one coming? I feel like I could see that.
No. Is Darlene's headset over there?
No.
Hold on one second.
Is this his?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can give her mine.
No, you want to give yours? Okay, let her do that. Let her have one real quick.
Was it
wanna-
going to reach over there?
I think I don't
Here,
know.
just let her take mine.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
come on.
George, we're going to do that. So step in front of the cameras. We do not mind. Just watch your step. We want to hear from her. We want to see what she's bringing. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, George.
This is a quarter cookie sheet right here. And Darlene,
Yeah,
welcome. George, we want your mic real quick. Something I'm learning.
There we go. Go ahead.
Hi,
Hi.
how are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic.
Fantastic.
Tell
Good
us
to
your
hear.
name.
I'm Darlene.
Hi,
And you
Darlene.
work here at Ford's Garage.
I have been here since right before we opened, so I've been here a little over a year.
So you came in and started the whole grooming of the staff. And,
I did.
And where we're going to put this and climb a ladder and hang a plate or
Well, that would have been Tony and them, so I'll do the cooking part. They can do all that part.
right on. Well, I mean, let's just jump right into this because I'm not going to be shy. This is a mountain of what?
It's our pork nachos. They start out with our freshly cooked nacho chips that we cook every day. It's covered with your choice of meat. You can either have pork or chicken. We have grilled chicken or pork. And it has our homemade bourbon barbecue sauce and then our homemade pico de gallo.
All right, tell me now. I'm not a big sauce, but I've learned about pico de gallo from my girlfriend. She has groomed me on this. I think we have different flavors throughout the house. I think she carries some in the car.
By the way, Kenny's a picky eater.
You are making it doesn't matter here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you are making these chips at home here. You're making these chips
We
here.
do every day.
Really?
Yeah.
So the whole menu is. I mean, all of this. This goes back to your staff, Tony. You're bringing in. You're cutting these and frying them.
So they come in already pre-cut. You
Okay.
can fry them.
Okay.
Everything else on that is pretty much fresh and done by us.
And Stephanie, I want you to have a plate too, because this is a lot of food, and I don't know if she can still. I don't want to just start touching all her stuff. I didn't
didn't
take
put a
care of
glove on
myself,
her,
but I
otherwise
want to
I
make
would
sure.
have.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm a mechanic, so the 30-second rule.
Doesn't count. It applies,
I
right?
extend it.
It's like
I
a
extend it.
60-second.
When I'm really hungry,
Kenny, it's 5-second rule, honey, not 30 seconds. So you already extended it.
I don't know 5.
Thank you, Darlene.
You're welcome.
I can't help you there, bud.
5 seconds. I don't even consider it hitting the floor yet or anything else. So,
I feel weird eating on camera.
well, last time you were eating on camera, I segued right to
I
you, and you
know.
were like mid-bite of that
Mid-bite.
brisket. I'll
And
never
this time I
forget.
can't take it off you unless I put it on me. And
I
well,
know.
that's not going to happen.
She's like, no way. And you could also add our homemade cilantro sour cream with that also.
Cilantro sour cream.
It is yummy.
But you're a picky eater too.
I am a picky eater.
I don't care. The flavor,
That's a lot.
It's good.
there isn't one. I'm not hitting one flavor.
No, there's a lot going on.
No,
that
it's
plate,
like
man.
there's like a tangy flavor with the barbecue.
Yeah,
Right.
I can get the tang, which is sweet up front. In the back, I'm getting
cheese?
my no.
Well, it has two different types of cheese. It has our beer
cheese
cheese,
right here.
and then
Okay.
it has shredded cheddar cheese on top.
I like beer cheese.
And this is a great appetizer that we would recommend for a group of 4 or more, right?
Right.
'Cause, I mean, you can
It's a
dig into
lot.
that. I mean, 1 or 2 people, you're going to end up definitely taking some of that home. We've got some really big portions. Wait till you see the fish and chips that's coming your
Oh,
way.
it's amazing.
No,
Hey,
I'm-
Tony,
next.
bring that microphone up to your mouth a little.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going to say
trust
the
me, you
same
can
thing.
always hear Tony.
No,
Yeah,
I
you'll
do,
get
I
it from
do
Darlene,
like
too.
fish and chips.
Man.
I'm
The
guilty
fish and
of
chips
that.
is phenomenal.
It is.
Well,
Part of my
Darlene,
crunching, guys.
tell me what you love about getting up and coming to work for. Why? I mean, the paycheck is necessary because you got an electric bill because it's hot out and the air is on. But you didn't come to work here and say, I'm just not feeling it. I'm going to go somewhere else. Why are you still here?
Honestly, I work for the best people. Ford's Garage makes us a family. And if Tony, honestly, was not my boss, it would probably be a little different. I work for the most fair people. They treat you the same across the board. They make you feel important. They make you feel appreciated. So I've been in the restaurant business my whole life.
Keep
and
talking.
I don't think I've.
Keep talking.
Oh, you just want to eat. I don't think I've ever enjoyed working anywhere as much as I do here.
That's so important, too.
It is so important.
It's going to bring tears to my eyes, Darlene. Thanks a lot.
Aw, yeah, cry on camera.
No, I'm going to leave before I do that.
No, Tony's great. And George is amazing, too. So they make you feel like you're at home.
But not because Tony doesn't work. Tony doesn't work from open to close. Not here, not on the floor.
But he's always representing Ford's Garage wherever he is.
Always, and he has a management staff.
He does. We have great managers here.
Amanda, Dominic, name them.
Amanda, Dominic, Larry, Samantha is our new bar manager.
Okay.
Christian is part of our back of the house
Yep,
manager.
met him.
And they're all phenomenal.
These are great people.
They are.
I mean,
They
it really
are.
is. I mean, it is. And here again, as I come back, I don't really see new faces. I did, before we were setting up for the show, you were speaking to, was it Izzy? There was a new
a young lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isabel.
Yeah, Izzy. Yeah, she's one of our new servers.
yeah, and you were talking to her about the language, the lingo of
Yeah.
what we strive for and everything else.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I overheard you talking to her about was the vibe
Yeah.
and how you don't have to sell it. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sells itself.
I'm going to get George back over here for this. So I want to say thank you for bringing
You're
this
welcome.
food. Okay.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank
It's
you, Darlene.
delicious.
I appreciate it.
I am
Thank you.
enjoying it. I'm going to continue to enjoy it. I hate that maybe I'd eat everything off the top and not leave enough, down below. But
Well, there's plenty of toppings on top where
Yes,
you can
there
kind of blend
is.
them together.
yeah,
So,
and I'm a picky eater, so
Are you?
anybody that knows me and sees me eating all this, like Tiana, she's just going to be blown away.
I'm
but
literally staring at you right now like, is
I'm
this
not-
really about
I'm
to
not-
happen?
Listen, and I'm not faking this. It's not like, oh, let me go. I'm going to say this right now. I do not eat any cheese except for white cheese. I am a plain,
Well, I
boring
hate to
ass.
tell you this, but that's not white cheese.
I know it. I
Get him,
know
Darlene.
it. I'm not
Get him.
worried about
He
it.
won't even try. Like, he likes
Get 'em.
Gatorade, but he will only drink specific Gatorade.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, there's nothing wrong with
goodness.
that. You know, flavors
Oh,
matter.
well, I don't drink red Gatorade, so I get that.
Yeah.
But like trying, I don't, you know.
I don't
There's
drink
things.
red. I like purple Gatorade, so
Purple's a good one.
I like purple.
Yeah, the new that just came out. It's a light grape, but it's
Oh,
really
that's
good.
actually really good.
I don't.
It's really
I don't
good.
even drink anything Gatorade because it says Gator in it.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's a Seminole fan. He's
I'll
a
stick with
Seminole
Body
fan.
Armor. That's the jam right there.
That's
Love
what I'm
Bo-
talking
That's a
about.
good thirst quench right there.
That's what I'm talking about. But I hope you enjoy that.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Proud of
Thank you
that.
so much. I'm a
Appreciate
gambling
you.
man,
I
and
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I would
You're
put a
welcome.
little
I'm gonna
something
get
on
George
how the
back.
season's
Okay,
going to
thank
roll
you.
out. I think my SEC Gators are going to beat the ACC Knowles this
Yeah,
year.
you want to make a bet on it?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
do it. I'm so
Uh-oh.
tired of you Gators already. The season ain't even started.
I'm with you. I'm a Gator hater too. So
I can't.
So-
I
can't
almost went to school there.
stand. I'm glad you did it.
So do
I
you want
almost
to
did.
you want to jump in there and drop $50 on who has the better season?
Well, no.
Okay,
I
what
want
are
to
we
drop
doing?
$50 on Florida State beating the Gators. That's what I want to do.
Oh, just one game?
Because there's a colleague of mine who runs the Gainesville location, and every chance we get to start taking shots at each other, we do it. And George is a witness to it. So if
right.
you want to bet me $50, let's just go straight up. The
Is
Knowles beat the
there,
Gators.
is there a location in Tallahassee?
Is there what?
Is there a Ford's garage in Tallahassee? No. So for what I would want to do on the bet is if the Gators win, you have to go eat with, and I'll buy, I don't care, but you have to go eat with me at his restaurant.
I mean, that would be painful.
It would be because we're going to bring in the Gator mascots, come in and take pictures with you that day too.
Oh my God,
And all
that
of
would
a
be
sudden,
great.
I don't feel so good.
He's rethinking that bet now.
Yeah. No, just
wow.
put 50 up and we're good, Ken.
Well, I love that we've got something in common that we want to tear apart on and all that.
We got another young lady ready to present some different
Are
food.
you kidding me?
Moly.
Wow,
Yeah,
keep
you got
your
to finish
fork.
the nachos.
Here, you can just put it in front
Man,
of
I'm
me.
gonna-
We'll just keep sliding down.
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to
not.
eat this?
I'm not scared. Do you want to eat?
I'm not eating that. No,
You
I'm
were
good.
eating something earlier when I came up. That
Yeah.
looked good too. Was that a little pizza?
Little pepperoni, barbecue. Well, not pepperoni. It was a barbecue chicken and a buffalo chicken.
Wow.
Little personal
Treat.
pizza.
Yeah. And you make that here too.
No.
I'll say that must be new to our menu.
That's not a Ford's
Yeah.
Garage menu item, sir.
Oh.
We made that for Tony item.
Well, I made it for myself.
Okay.
Okay.
I just and actually shared it too. So.
All right.
Well, that's all important.
I want George to hang out for a little bit. So will you relinquish your seat for a second and give me this next one with the food coming in?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And give me your lav mic too.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you so much. But this is all unrehearsed. There's no script. I got some notes for some stuff because I don't want to sit there with dead air and look stupid. Hi. I'm going to take this from you, and I'm going to let you put.
Oh,
You're going
man.
to put this on. You're going to clip this on your neck collar, and
that's a big piece of fish.
man,
This is
I'm
like
not,
my
Yeah,
favorite
look at
thing,
that.
it
guys.
is, but I'm not done with this. So introduce yourself, please. Pull this up to your. There you go.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Allie.
Hi, Allie. I'm Kenny, and this is Chris. And you know George?
Of course I know George.
Is he a
We've met
frequent?
That
once
is
or
the
twice.
main
Once or twice.
man.
Does he comes in a bit?
Oh,
you
yeah.
live in this town?
I do, yeah.
You do?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I didn't know that.
Yep.
I know you've got Florida, so I know a rep from Jasper Engines and Engines and Transmissions, and he had the whole state. He lived up in Mims or something, but he was never really at home.
Right.
So I bet this is your
This is my home base.
your
When
neck.
we opened up this restaurant, I looked down here in Viera and I said, "This is where I'm moving."
Oh,
and I
I
moved
love
here.
that. So tell us real quick about the meal that you just brought us.
Okay, well, I brought you our classic fish and chips. This
Fish.
is one of the biggest sellers on our menu.
It's
I can
huge.
tell you because I make it personally. Every
Okay.
single
Really?
day.
Now you're not a cook.
I am a cook.
Are you really?
I am
I love
a cook.
that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love
so
that.
this is our fresh haddock. Okay,
Ooh,
it's
okay.
served over a bed of fries. You could do chips, whatever side you want. It's served with our tartar sauce and lemon. Can't
Nice.
really go wrong. Look how flaky and delicious, golden brown it looks.
It looks great.
That was even a
Oh,
bigger.
she wants a piece over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, she's
I'm a
eyeballing.
fish girl.
I need your plate. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. This is beer batter too. Go ahead and tell them about
Yes,
that. Made
absolutely.
in-house.
We make our beer batter in-house. That's featuring thyme and oregano and Old Bay, salt and pepper, all the good stuff.
Now I'm an old chef. I was in a kitchen, and
on,
my
Steph.
car broke,
Ooh,
and
thank
I
you.
couldn't afford the mechanic's bill.
Thank you.
$350 to do a timing chain on a car that I paid $400 for. I had two small kids. So I got some tools for my sister for Christmas. I rented a Chilton's book from the library, and I started doing this. I went to work at Bennigan's. I was working at Bennigan's at the time. I'd get out of work at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I would go and work until that first little lady walked up and with her little stupid dog and said, "You're not allowed to work on your car in the parking lot." And I'd wrap my stuff up, and then the next day she'd go to bed, and I'd get off work, and I'd do this again. The heat out in the garage is hot. The heat in the kitchen, I didn't save anything by doing this. A line is hot.
It is. It is. We do have AC back there, though. George does take good care of us.
Yeah.
It's not like we're, sweating
No.
profusely.
Thank you for that.
But I have worked in some hot kitchens as well, but this one, the AC kicks pretty well.
Is that
So,
right?
Yes.
I mean, so that's awesome because, this is just another example of what Ford's Garage does. Not just to take care of the people up front, but to take care of you all in the back.
Oh,
when we were talking to Hunter about your shop is air conditioned, my shop is not air conditioned. Nope. So to have this is a great expense, but it's a great thing for the employees. It makes you want to continue to do what you're doing.
Absolutely, and it keeps the frustration down as well. You get overheated, people are getting aggravated.
You say
but
that
back
all the
there,
time.
it's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. I see it at work.
Absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely. I buy popsicles.
Yes, we go through a lot
bag a
of
day,
popsicles.
a bag a day, and it makes a difference. Excuse me. We put sails out front just to try to cool the concrete down to let the breeze come in, not be 135-degree breeze, but a mere 105 or something.
Right.
How long have you been here?
I've been here almost a full year. I started about 2 months after we opened.
Wow.
You
Okay.
didn't start cooking here.
I did start cooking here. I started on pantry, moved to fry, and now I'm working combi. I've got one more station to conquer.
So this is your first cook job?
No,
Okay.
I've been cooking for a long time.
Okay. So I'm saying you've been at other establishments where you've done this. What's the difference between Ford's Garage and those other places?
Absolutely everything. This place, everyone communicates. We all, have a common goal, which is to make sure everybody is happy from the front to the back, from
That's
the
really
people to the employees. You were just saying like you have popsicles at your place. We have a case of 500 popsicles in our freezer right now. We had ice cream
Perfect.
sandwiches the other day.
National
When you
Ice
get a
Cream
minute-
Sandwich Day.
Off the radio, when you get a minute, you're going to sneak me a great popsicle or something.
I got you.
Oh, my God.
I know where they are.
Why does it have to be off the radio, though?
I didn't want to be treated special just because. Because we
Absolutely.
become friends and she was going to treat me to that. But I'm a grape person.
We're great people
Great.
here, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably why you don't have grape in the back, though.
What is your favorite meal? Don't ever trust a skinny cook, all right? But tell me what your favorite meal is here.
That is so hard because our menu is so full of so many things. I guess it would have to depend on what kind of mood I am. Our brisket melt, phenomenal.
Oh, that
phenomenal.
I
with that
saw that,
bacon
and it
jam.
looks so good.
Yeah,
it is
that
good.
is. Ooh,
You
one
tried
of
it
my
last
best.
time, I believe, right? Absolutely, yeah.
That
Yeah, I
was
didn't
the
talk
one
a
that
lot.
I was talking about, and I just finished a bite, and Chris and I are very, how do you say what we are as food people?
Don't know.
Picky?
Yeah.
And that's such a simple, overused word, but
I have a sophisticated palate.
I like that. I like that. You came to the right place then.
Yeah.
You came to the right
That's my
place.
nice. That's my nice way of saying I'm picky.
Love it.
A sophisticated palate.
I'm knowledgeable of all of it and everything else. I love to cook it for everybody else. I can make a great French onion, but that doesn't mean I want to eat it. But to the food, I love the meatloaf. But
Yeah.
when I came in for a brunch after my first car show here, I had the chicken and waffles. Now, I've never, ever in my life, I've never had chicken and waffles, ever. I have not had it.
Such a
I
good
didn't really
combination.
understand it. It's a Southern thing, but Florida's not really Southern. We're the melting pot for everybody. It's kind of bizarre what it is. The Southern is, you mean like you're talking Tennessee and Mississippi and all this, whatever. But when I had it, I want it separated because I'm a pancake guy, so I had my waffle with syrup. And then I had my egg, but this is a big piece of chicken with a waffle and an egg on top.
That's right.
And when you eat it together, it really, actually, George, it works
Yeah.
good.
Welcome to the South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, though, in that waffle, there is a scoop of bacon bits inside the waffle as well.
Cooked into
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
That's what
pretty
makes
amazing.
it change,
And y'all are doing this. Is that available all day, every day, or is it just a brunch item?
Just on brunch items, yeah.
So if you want this, you got to come in on a special time.
Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday or Sunday.
You don't care what
Okay.
your shift is. You don't care. You're going to work whatever
Me?
day they
Oh,
ask
yeah.
you to.
Okay. As long as I have my hours,
Open
I'll
up,
take more
close,
hours,
whatever.
but
full time?
Oh, I'm full time.
Yeah.
They're usually trying to cut me out early because I'm spending so much time here.
What's the one station you have left to conquer?
Grill, the main station of this place. That's going to be the next thing you try is one of our great burgers.
Yeah.
That's where all the action happens for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's busy throughout the line. But
I want to keep eating, but I want to keep giving Chris an opportunity because in my peripheral, I see him doing this. I just love
eating.
I love it.
I'm trying to adjust our sounds as we're chewing. So if anybody doesn't hear somebody, it's my fault.
Okay.
Well,
It's
they've
not
taken
yours.
down this haddock, so it's almost
It's
gone.
good.
That's a really good piece of
The
fish.
fish is gone.
That's a really good piece of
What we've
fish.
learned about this table is that this table has housed several meetings that have made a difference in all of this. I don't know if this is where he does the hiring or anything else, whatever. How much of the management do you see back in the kitchen? People walking through, you've got your thermometer. There's a manager walking every once in a while, throw a thermometer
Oh, yeah,
and
multiple
something.
times a shift.
Yeah.
Multiple times a shift. We make sure our food is as fresh as it can be, and the second it's not, we get rid of it.
Quality is really job one, but consistency is what's going to bring me back.
Sure.
Because if
Oh,
I come in one
absolutely.
day and I have that, I love the meatloaf. I come back and my meatloaf, it's just not the
Not
same.
good. Yeah.
Way more onion than was in it way before, not measured or anything else and all that. But George, where's your flaw? Where's Ford Garage's flaw?
You know, I'm sure we have them, but I'm not going to tell them to you right here on the that's for sure. But I mean, you mentioned a thermometer going into food.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a commitment to this community, to this state, that we're going to serve safe food. We're going to protect the people that come in here. We're going to keep them safe, that they're going to be able to leave here and not go home and be sick, have to go to the hospital. And, that's our commitment. So when you say walking down the line with a thermometer, absolutely. It's super important that, we make sure that our food is at temp, it stays at temp, right? And if it's not at temp, we do something about it, and we do something about it quick.
As somebody who is very sensitive to food, I appreciate that wholeheartedly because I have gotten stomach poisoning or food poisoning from so many different restaurants, and I don't ever blame them. I blame my wary stomach,
Sure.
but it's definitely temperatures,
it's how we
stuff
handle
like that.
food.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, I never like to say it because it's so extreme, but people's lives are in our hands, right? We
100%.
we make one wrong decision, somebody could die.
Especially in Brevard, where you have a lot of elderly.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they could get super dehydrated. So many different things go into that.
Absolutely. And it's just not about safety of the food, too. It's about, children with allergens or adults with allergens,
Yeah.
Making sure that
Absolutely.
we protect them,
Cross-contamination.
Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I appreciate you joining us and bringing us out some great food and all that.
Thank you.
I don't want you to throw this stuff away, but to
We
clear
have
the table up,
boxes.
can you? Yeah, would you mind pulling this with you and boxing that for us?
Yeah, and
You want another? Are you? I'm going to take another fry.
I'll keep eating and I won't eat anything else.
do you want a popsicle too?
Do you want a popsicle?
No,
too?
I'm okay.
No? Anybody?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Well, it
me.
was
Well, for
pleasure
now, at least.
meeting you. Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me. on
Nice
the
to meet you.
podcast.
Thank
Don't
you.
stop
See you
doing
again.
what you're doing. I love
I
this
won't.
so much.
I love this here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Wow, man, I am, Chris. I am blown away. Lonnie, jump in here for a second. But I asked her.
Poor Lonnie.
I asked her to box that up. George, when was the first Ford's Garage put together?
2012. Yep. Fort Myers.
13 years ago. I only know that because Avery's birthday is in 2012.
It wasn't a name that I knew. I think my first one that I went to was in St. Pete, which is where I grew up. It's a very small store because it's tight. I went in and I had a hamburger, and the first thing that I noticed and saw, are not just the motif and everything else. I love the Ford burned into the bun.
Yep.
You guys do that here?
Absolutely. It's special, man. That's
Yeah.
a staple of our brand. People think about what it costs to make something like that. It doesn't matter to us. To us, that's what stands us apart. When people come in and they see something so simple like that, sure, it costs a little bit of extra money, but look at what we get out of it. People talk about it.
You see fancy foods, and even though it's a fancy food, sometimes it leaves a little bit of, how much should I get, or what did I just eat, or whatever else. But your plate sizes. I mean, this was not to impress the audience or whatever. This is how it comes.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely
Lonnie brought
not.
you something special.
Great flavor too. Look at that.
Yeah.
We are definitely not a sit-down fine dining restaurant, white tablecloths, that are gonna charge you a bunch of money and put very little on your plate. Like we want you to leave here full.
Do we call you a high-end burger joint?
Sure. I love that. I think that sounds great. That's what we are. We serve burgers and food, but we don't want to just be considered high end. We want to set those family vibes.
So loud.
We want people to come in here because it's a great time. You're going to come into this 1920s themed service station and have that nostalgic memories of the past. Maybe not so much for the younger group, but the older people that look around, they go, wow, I used to drive that 1959 or whatever it is sitting above the cars or the bars or outside. And then you have the younger generation like my daughter sitting over there just like, okay, that's cool.
Well, and it introduces them to it all.
Sure.
Yeah. Like you said, your daughter doesn't know what half this stuff is, but she gets to see it, and she gets to love it the way you love it.
Absolutely.
She gets to be exposed to some of this stuff that she wouldn't be exposed to if Ford's Garage didn't exist.
Chris, how many times do you take your kids to a restaurant and they're bored and they want to grab their phone? Not their phone. That they're bored and there's not a lot to do or to look at or whatever.
Kids get bored easy and quick, right?
But here you can send your kid off and they could look and they could be conversing between themselves.
Like you could almost have a history lesson here. Like that's a gas pump. That's what a gas pump used to look like, and that's what a gas pump was, and that's how you saw how much gas you were taking.
Yeah.
You know what you could do? Tell them to go figure out how to wash their hands.
That would be a challenge, or they'd probably figure it out better than some of us. So.
I mean, it took me a minute.
Well, George, let's just jump into the bathroom. I mean, y'all didn't just build a restaurant that looks industrial.
There's our burger.
Look, oh my gosh!
Stop keep eating.
Talk about the bun.
Wow.
You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts.
Bun.
Listen, Lonnie, I'm gonna have you step up and grip. Give me your. Did I give you the?
No, you didn't give me anything.
I didn't. Okay, you're gonna hop off, and I'm gonna ask this gentleman to join us for a second, and I'm gonna bring you back because I do want to talk to you. And y'all don't know Lonnie, but we've met Lonnie, and we know Lonnie, and we're gonna talk more about
Lonnie's a regular here.
But this gentleman right here,
he's a fixture.
You're gonna mic this too. Put that on your collar, if you will.
I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up. Let me try to
Here,
tip this over a little
zoom
bit.
us in a
Well,
little.
this is the bun.
There's
and
the little Ford.
I'm going to ask
Still.
Chris. You'll take a picture of that, and we'll add it later because I really.
Well, you can Google
I'm
it.
turned on, but you can Google this. Welcome to the table. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, I'm Kenny. This is Chris. We appreciate you bringing us some food.
What is this?
Tell me.
That is a sweet potato.
He's like, what is this?
That's a sweet potato.
Tater tot.
Tater tot. Okay, right.
Oh.
I've never had one of those.
Yeah, no.
Pretty good,
I've had
right?
sweet potato fries.
I am not a sweet potato guy.
Here we go. Try it, Kenny. Let's see it.
What's your job here?
Well, I'm a grill cook, sir.
Okay. She wants your job.
Yep.
Lonnie.
Come on down.
How long have you been here?
I've been here a year.
Look at this. The turnover rate. All of them have been here a year. That's beautiful.
And this is how you get consistency, is you keep the people that work for you happy, because the people that work for you are what makes you what you are.
That's right.
George.
Oh, I can bring another plate over, too.
Tony was saying to us in the first segment that people are sitting here 30 interviews in a day sometimes trying to load them up. And I'm trying to say, like an NFL team in hot season, you're making the cuts. You've got to do this right.
Trade with you for next one.
What is it about Ford's Garage that makes you want to get up and come to work every day with a smile and a good attitude?
Well, it's a team environment, number one. We all work very well together, whether you're in the dish pit.
Sorry.
From dish pit to the front of house, I mean, we all work together as a team to ensure that the guest has the best experience possible.
Dish pit. What a name.
Is the dish machine still a Hobart?
Yes.
Okay, so I remember that from back in the day. The old slide
I'm
the side
gonna,
up, push through.
I'm going to show them the food that we have.
You do that. You keep
through
talking.
this.
Oh, well, as we work as a team, we all have one goal together. So we all want to ensure that the guest has the best experience possible, that they come back and continue to enjoy our food, that they, number one, had a great experience to begin with. And that starts with good vibes and just a vintage feel with the whole place.
I love that. I love it. And what is your favorite meal here? Do you have a favorite? I know it's going to be hard. And I said to Linus, don't trust a skinny cook. there are things that you sample, and you know you do, whether you're supposed to corporately or not. We'll pretend George isn't here and that we're not. It's just you and I hanging out in the back talking.
Yeah.
What's your favorite to dive into?
It's a toss between the chicken Henry or the ribs.
Now, what is the chicken Henry?
So the chicken Henry is going to be 2 chicken breasts. They're marinated. They are grilled off fresh. They're going to be topped with what we call Henry sauce. It's a lemon butter sauce. It comes with the sun-dried tomato. You're also going to get the goat cheese crumbled, and then also basil on top of that. Comes with 2 sides. So it's a Ford's play on an O'Brien.
Who created these menus? Do you know?
I do not, sir. I could not tell you.
All right, we're going to toss it over to George.
Yeah. These menus have been just kind of perfected since 2012, right? Things that sell well, things that do really well, we just keep on the menu and we keep going. But one of your favorite dishes, the brisket, the burnt ends melt, right? That started as a limited time offer and it sold so well. We put it on our menu and now it's one of our staples. So I mean, just over time, this menu has adapted and grown to what it is today.
Sweet tea.
And we're going to keep growing and adapting. This doesn't change just because we think we have the best set of menus. We're going to try to keep changing this every year.
Do I know something about that the cooks are allowed to tinker and they can present something to somebody? And if it's original and it's got that pop and everything else, you're going to accept this. And so this is something that could potentially become a special feature or then even a menu item.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are several items on our menu already that are created by team members throughout the entire company. And we have a specific couple of team members here that actually create dishes. They cook them for me, and I absolutely love it. And they actually submit them in. We have communication boards in the back. They're actually TVs where it tells them, hey, submit all your ideas here, and if it makes it through, we'll give you a shout out. And it goes directly on our menu.
That's amazing.
And I don't know what you get other than a paycheck, a pat on the back. Hey, we appreciate what you did for having, coming in on time, being accurate, consistent, giving all that you've got every day and everything else. But if you sit there and you just are playing around with something, and you put something together, and you call Dominic over and you go, hey man, take a bite of this.
Do you want
and
to
it's
go
just like, holy crap, his socks are knocking off, and it's just where you're going to go. That's a reward. Michael,
Absolutely.
That's a reward to be able to say that I was able to bring something to my boss that they absolutely loved, enthusiastically but sincerely, and we're considering putting this out as a special, maybe a menu item, depending on the success of it.
Absolutely.
Well, and it sounds like they use it all over all of the Ford's garages then, right? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It becomes like a staple. So then it's like you created this meal that you can then
hang your hat on, man.
go
it's
to
I'm
St.
famous.
Pete and be like, yo, I made this.
I did that.
Right.
So I got a question. You probably said it. What's that sauce that you put on this thing?
That is a bourbon barbecue.
Man,
That
that's
is
so
good.
Yeah, made in-house.
That is so good.
Mixed with those onions, which I'm not like a huge onion person, especially purple onions. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm not an onion person either, but like I said, I have a sophisticated palate.
No, they're
Onions
stubborn.
Onions don't hit the cut.
I have a stubborn palate.
The burger is absolutely amazing. Really was. And the sauce, that was really good,
I
man.
said I'm just picky.
I don't ever eat burgers out.
No?
Ever. No.
Oh,
No,
I do.
never.
I absolutely do.
I am not a go to a burger joint and get a burger. If I go somewhere, it's like
So what do you get
McDonald's.
at a burger joint?
Not a burger.
No, just in.
I
just
probably don't
anything
go to
else?
a burger joint. Like when I came here, I got meatloaf. I got the cod or haddock.
Haddock now, yeah.
Sorry, I'm lying to the group.
Yeah,
I
the
just
haddock
don't
was- the
typically
haddock-
do burgers.
the haddock
Burgers
was
are the
great.
best.
They were good. It was
Yeah.
good.
I
I
know,
liked
like,
it.
when my wife and I go
ate
out-
it all.
My wife loves chicken wings, so we usually go like Buffalo Wild Wings or something. I'm not a chicken wing guy. I'm a burger guy. So no matter where we go, I'm getting a burger.
The size of this thing, man. And this has got bacon all over it too.
It does.
And the bacon was
trying to not
cooked
be a
really well
pig.
too.
Yeah.
Well, look, I
'Cause a lot
can
of
turn
times
your
you'll
mic
go to
down.
a burger joint and the bacon's like either rubbery
Yep.
or super thin. And
No, it was
10 days,
crispy.
10 days old.
Yeah, and you take a bite and it's like it's a whole string of bacon. I'm like,
Yeah.
but this one, it was crispy. It was good.
I'm going to loosen a notch on my belt.
I wore a dress, so I don't have to loosen.
And my
the
wife would
notches.
love these. My wife loves sweet potatoes. She would absolutely. I don't know, babe. I don't know if you're watching or not, but
Yeah.
I tried to
You can try
get
these
a
next time we
video,
come.
but I was like, I can't find it.
Well, and I know you're new to the sweet potato tot game here, but the sauce is a caramel sauce. So it's we salt it
Hold on,
with
I'm coming out
kosher
there for
salt.
this.
So it's almost like a salted caramel
It's
sweet
on the
potato
sweet
tot.
potatoes.
Say it again?
It's on the sweet potatoes.
The salt is on the sweet potatoes, but dump it in the caramel.
Right
and
here.
It's like a salted caramel
Oh, I
sweet
didn't
potato
even-
tot. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're good. Make a mess,
Now
babe.
that's what makes it. And since you're new to the sweet potato tot game, I figure I'd tell you that.
Okay, different world. That's like dessert.
That's really good.
Is it like a dessert, Stephanie? No, right. I mean, the caramel makes it more like it's a dessert at the end of the meal.
That is more like a dessert. Like that is.
Well, you could still have dessert. You don't have to stop here. You're already loosening the notch in your belt, so bring out the dessert next.
Yeah, a lot more
He's
than
giving me permission to gain weight,
A lot
guys.
more than a popsicle you're going to offer us. I understand that.
I got to bring my wife back just for that because I know she would
I
love
that
that.
you love your job and everything else that you brought us this great food. Tell me about your coworkers in the back. A lot of times
The good
a
stuff.
salad prep or a dish guy, not a lot of communication, not a lot of camaraderie. He's going to do his job and just keep me coming with all this.
Oh, no, we communicate throughout the day. We're giving low calls as far as because one station may prep things for the other station. So we're giving low calls as we go and just communicating both to the line and to the expo as well, just to ensure that we're all working on the same page.
Love that. No, it's great. It's great. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna get you out, let you get back to work, and
thanks,
we're gonna pay attention to
Thanks
George
for the
for a
burger.
little bit.
It was amazing.
And let me have your mic back off your shirt there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Lonnie, if you want to jump back up and say hello, you can. George, I want to focus on you because you are. I want your job title. What is it?
District partner.
Huh?
District partner. Yeah.
What do you do as a district partner?
Wait.
Okay.
District.
Yeah.
You are. This is a primarily Florida-based company.
Sure.
You have branched out 8 states now.
Yep.
8 states, but Florida. No other state has 20 restaurants.
Correct. Yeah. And I work for the company. So I work for 23 Restaurant Services, which is pretty. I work for the largest franchisee owner of Ford's Garage in the state of Florida. So.
And what other states? All the southern states?
No, definitely not all southern states. There's
Michigan
a couple,
now.
Michigan's got a couple of
New York.
of them.
Yeah.
Ping ponged all
New
over the
York,
states.
Virginia,
So mainly East
Kentucky.
Coast. Mainly East Coast?
Yep. Ohio.
Okay. So
Texas.
Are you trying to get more west?
Hey,
When will you be in
all depends on
California?
that all depends on the investors and the people that want to invest and bring us that way.
Well, who do
Okay.
I say this to on the camera? Listen, so investors of Ford's Garage, let me tell you something that American Car Classics. I am taking a trip. We are going to SEMA in Las Vegas in November. And I am driving my 1970 Chevy Nova from Florida out to Las Vegas, and I'm hoping that we work a deal out that I'm going to put some nice decals on the car, and we're going to GoPro this, and we're going to do the whole thing all the way out to Nevada. But you've got a Ford's Garage in Plano, Texas.
I do, yeah.
Wow. And I want to work with you to where I make that a stop on the way, that they're ready for me to come in hot and crazy and ready to get the good food and a good drink and relax at the end of a long drive. And so I can't wait to see. But as Chris's question was, you're growing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In this where we talk about maybe the economy is, maybe we, how far do you go? How much do you jump in or bite or anything? Do you need to get her?
Yeah.
Is she okay? You want me to take her to the bathroom?
Come here.
Oh.
What's her name?
Isabella.
Hey, that's my daughter's
Isabella,
name.
come see Dad.
You okay, baby? What's wrong? Yeah, I'm right here. You want to sit down next to me?
Yeah.
Right here.
Or you want to come see what I'm doing over here?
You want to go see what she's
You
doing?
want to come see all the cameras?
Go see what she's doing. No, it's okay. Stay right here, okay?
Yeah. This is for Facebook.
So Lonnie here is a fixture.
He's a regular.
Ford's Garage.
A day one fixture.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you don't have your picture on the wall yet.
I'm working on it.
We
I'm
getting
trying
there?
to get it on that car up there.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you see those Donald Trump things on the window? Sure. You'll have the Lonnie thing, like he's driving the car up there. That would be pretty cool.
like a Lemmy mask or something.
Yeah.
One of these.
Look at him jamming out over there.
We met, Chris, you and I met Lonnie when we sat down for our first meeting with Tony, and he brought this guy along and said, it's a friend of mine. You all met here.
We did.
You met here because you wanted to make it known to your management that this is a great place, and you were appreciative of it.
So let me go back a little bit. I watched this place get built.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, they're putting a garage here. Ford's putting a garage. I had no idea what it was.
Okay.
So then I passed by and I looked and I'm like, wow, this is going to be a restaurant. Who knew? And the first day I came here, I met Tony.
Are you bringing that?
Opening day. And I went up to him and I looked at this tall guy and I'm like,
he is big.
yeah, this giant guy. And I'm like, so.
You got Dominic bringing the good
We
stuff.
need some more plates too, please. Go ahead.
I'm like, what do you do here? He goes, well, I'm the managing partner for Ford's Garage. And we stopped talking and I said, wow. I said, this looks like it's going to be a great place. I walked in, it's awesome. And I said, you and I got something in common. I looked out on the front. I see your name out on the front. I said, you and I got the same last name. He goes, I have never met anybody with the same last name as me.
And that is what?
Brown.
Yeah.
And
Tony Brown.
Him
I
and
know, it's a common name.
Yeah.
When he
That's what I was thinking.
When he opened up last year, him and I have been very good friends, if not best friends, ever since that day.
Thank you, sir.
And I love that because you know that on his first day, the last thing in his mind was to stop and focus on one guy and become a friend.
But
no, I'm dead serious. You can't imagine that on an opening day, I took my business and I created it and I had my opening day and it wasn't like it, but as it built, that's incredible to think that this guy had enough time to just remember your friggin' name, yet alone have a personal conversation that left you with something good.
I meet so many people in my business, and people are always looking for a recommendation. Where do we eat? What's a good place to go to? And I said, well, it's about 20 minutes away. People think 20 minutes away is like 3 hours. So I'm like, there's a great place in Viera, Florida. I said, go to Ford's Garage. Never heard of it. Everybody I sent here, they thanked me that they've said it's the best. It's one of the best places.
Have you eaten at another Ford's Garage?
I have not. Oh no, let me take that back. I did in Orlando.
Okay, because I was gonna say you don't get out much, or you just
every once in a blue.
Just this one that you really want to.
I'm on work release this week.
Okay.
Look what Dominic brought.
Dominic, a managing partner here, man, a managing associate, man. What?
Oh yeah.
What now?
That's one of our most popular desserts. It's a brookie.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So it's like half chocolate chip cookie, half brownie, baked.
Is there? Do you count calories on this, or is there?
I'd probably advise against.
Okay.
So Ken, when you come here, you don't count calories.
No, that'd be a deterrent.
Just go for the gusto.
How many desserts do you have on your menu?
8.
8?
Do you have some of this?
I do. Okay. I just show the camera it.
I saw her smiling at it.
Like, yeah, okay. Not many things I smile at.
That's a lot of desserts. Most restaurants don't have that many desserts.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I was going to say like 3 is normally what I think of.
Dominic, this is the number one dessert.
That's probably, yeah, about the most popular.
Skillet.
We talked to you the first time we came out here, and I appreciate you being able to take time again to do this. I just, the more, like you, Lonnie, the more I eat here, the more I want to keep coming back.
I think I was just won over.
It isn't something that I think I'm going to get bored with it, or I can only eat meatloaf. Like I've only had it 2 times. I've been here 5 times. I've only had it twice.
Well, I had it both times that we were here. I only had the meatloaf.
Oh, okay.
Because I get scared. I
brisket
get afraid.
sandwich. Get that brisket sandwich. It's unbelievable.
I get scared. My stomach's always, I have ulcers and stuff like that, so I get weirded out. But everything that I've ate here today hasn't made me feel any sort of way.
I'm a mahi guy, and I don't fry fish because I don't want to ruin a great thing. But the haddock came out.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Listen to me. Your crust, Chris, the crust was crusty. Even on the bottom, sitting on top of French fries, it was crusty. And the fish was white flake, juice, flavor. I mean, it was cooked to perfection. Golden brown all across, even batter all across, proportion. End of plate to end of plate.
That's a big old piece of haddock on that plate.
It is a huge.
One of the best haddocks I've ever tried.
Was that only one piece?
That was one piece of fish.
Wow, I thought that was 2.
We have that on the lunch menu as well, but it's like half of that portion.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, my oldest daughter, she lives in Colorado now, but she is a huge, fish fan, and she always gets fish and chips, and I know she would absolutely tear that up.
It's a popular item here in this restaurant, and like you said, that batter does hold up really well for being. It's freshly beer battered, and you said that held up pretty well, and that was actually sitting back there for about 10 minutes while we were rotating out some of the food that you had ahead of time.
It wasn't greasy.
No.
a lot of fish and chips you get, it leaves like a greasy lip gloss on you or grease on your fingers, and I did not have that with
We're gonna
this.
sleep good tonight,
This is
brother.
so good.
Oh, dude.
You're going to be in a brookie coma later.
I have tried to not interrupt you while eating because I'm watching you, and it's fun, you know.
I feel like I got the best job today.
Stephanie, work
I
today.
haven't talked a
This
lot.
is work.
Hey,
If
I'm
I
getting
could
paid
do
to eat.
this, if I could do this and sell Dolphinato, I'm telling you,
Okay, sell
this would be
Dolphinato.
Kenny's Corner. We're gonna call
Kenny's
this Kenny's Corner right here. I don't even know what to say, Dominic. You have no plans to go anywhere else. This is, as we've been talking the whole time, and I'm not selling myself to Ford's Garage. I'm not, any of that stuff. Whatever. This is joy. This is pure enthusiasm. This is, as a former chef, this is appreciation for my two worlds coming together: food and cars.
I mean, yeah, that's
Me
exactly
too.
what this
That's
is.
what
You're a
me
car
too.
guy.
I love cars, and I mean, I like anything with engines, wheels.
Yeah.
So
whatever.
we got
Motorcycles. You're a big motorcycle guy.
I raced motocross
you
most of my
effed
life.
yourself up
Yeah.
pretty good with that, right?
Yeah.
Remember that story.
So we got Dominic will tell us how many
And
beers
I've been
you
in
got on
food
top.
for, food business for a long time too, and it's the same thing. It comes together like the atmosphere, the vibe is fun. It's.
How many beers do you have on tap?
Beers?
Beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
32.
And here's
Well,
another.
and the tap is beautiful. Like if you look over there, you just see them lined up on the wall, and the little itty bitty tiles make it look like it's glittered.
Those are pennies.
Oh,
It's a penny wall.
See?
And there's another test. How many pennies are in
Didn't
there?
even realize those were pennies, and I'm like, they're glittering. Like it's glittering.
Yeah, it's
That's amazing.
It's just under 15,000 pennies in that wall.
15,000 pennies. Okay, so if that's
15,000. Wow.
that's going to be a trivia question next time we're out here.
Was
How
it
many pennies?
15,000?
15,000.
Yeah.
It's 14,890 something.
Wow.
We'll just call it 15.
That's a rich wall.
I want to say thank you for coming on and doing.
Absolutely.
We do appreciate seeing you. When we met you, we left and we talked a little bit about Tony Ellis, but we liked you. I like your story. I like a lot about what you do and who you are and all that stuff. But I love the way that here again, opening day, the manager takes time to meet somebody, remember his name, and like somebody. Because his head had to be spinning, Chris. I mean, as a logistics guy.
Oh, yeah.
Opening day.
Anxiety, everything,
He has so
everything.
much going on.
So I've been coming here since day one. But not only is this a restaurant, but you can sit anywhere in here. Mainly I sit at the bar. And you can turn around and strike up a conversation with anybody here, and they'll tell you the same thing. I've either never been here before, this is my first time, or I've been here a few times. Every time I come here, it's always welcoming.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's really important.
I want you to go out, and I want you to find somebody that you want to come up here. I want to ask them a trivia question, give them an opportunity to get a gift, all right?
Okay.
If you'll do that.
I'm going to ask him.
Okay, you're going to take the mic off, too, and then your
I was
headset.
planning on keeping the
No.
mic.
they cost $800.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah. But if you got that, just leave it there. Yeah. Do you know who that guy is? Okay. All right. He's going to ask this guy and calls
On
him,
air,
calls him by
guys.
name. Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to ask, are we taking potty breaks today? Are we going to keep this
Do you
going?
you need to go?
Kind of, yeah.
All right, look, we can take a break and all this for a second. I'm going to ask this question. We'll take a break.
Okay, perfect.
I'm not done with you, Dominic, so let's do this real quick. And we'll set up for Kerry to come in there and all this. Hey, how are you?
What's going on, buddy?
Not too much, man. How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt, I'm Kenny. This is
Good.
Chris.
How you doing, Chris?
You
Hello,
come
Matt.
here a lot?
A lot.
Okay. So I have a question, but it's not on the front of the page, so you can't see the answer.
All right.
So do you have any Ford apparel?
I do. I have a hat.
You have a hat?
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't know what size you are. I don't know. Do you have a significant other?
No, just myself.
Okay.
Well, look, this is for your
Does that
future
work?
significant other.
I like
there
that.
you go. We're planning. We're manifesting over here.
What year did the Ford Mustang come out?
Oh, Lord. That's no idea.
No idea?
No.
Is there somebody you can shout out to and ask
Call a
and see if they can
Phone a
help you with
friend.
that?
Lonnie?
The question is, what year did the Ford Mustang come out?
Bye.
George, thank you so much, man. Isabella, great
Bye,
to meet
Isabella.
you.
Google it.
Did she get a
Did
sticker?
she get stickers?
1960.
You want to come and get a sticker of the cars?
5.
1965.
1965. All right, Matt, you just won yourself a Ford shirt.
Thank
Ford's
you, bud.
Garage shirt.
I do appreciate
All right,
it. Good
thanks for coming on there and doing that.
Appreciate it,
Hey,
bud.
Right on,
so
man.
Thank you so
that
much.
65 Mustang is the first year that they came out.
Well, now that's a kind of a play,
Fun
on, a play on
fact.
words. So 1965 isn't necessarily the first year.
Well.
What? You know?
Wait for you. 64 and a half.
64 and a half. So the 64 and a half was its own little car. There were so few models of it, but it was the 65, but they didn't wait to push it out. Now there's this general idea of when cars are released and all this. The Ford went ahead and they slipped this out early, made it a 64 and a half. It set sales records for 65 that when the Camaro came out and had to do this in 67, they were only out to do one thing, and that was beat Ford on Mustang sales numbers. So pretty cool.
Yeah, because they usually announce and then release late in the year.
That's correct.
Before the model year
I had a 95
turns over.
actually, so
okay, 95
the
Mustang?
last year of the GT,
All right,
the 5.0
cool.
anyway.
All right, very cool. All right, well, thanks for joining us. Everything else, appreciate that. Good
Appreciate
to meet
it,
you.
buddy. Thank you.
Right on. Kill that mic, and yeah, that's good. Dominic, you're a car guy. You're a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
You got into the food industry.
You can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just. Yeah. You want? We'll
She's
take a
going
break
to
after
bed.
this.
No,
You want-
she's good.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Lonnie, be great. Thanks, brother. So. What's your favorite meal here? I've been asking everybody because I want to know how diverse it all is, or is everybody kind of jumping on one thing? And so far, we're wide open.
No, and I like a lot of the food here. We have a pretty big menu. Like you said, you've tried different things, and there's a lot of different things to try.
Yeah.
It's hard to get bored with it because there's so many different things. But obviously, we're known best for our burgers. I like all of them, except really the black and blue because I'm not really into blue cheese. But
Nope.
The salmon's great. The
you got salmon too?
That brisket sandwich you were talking about, yeah.
I didn't even know you had salmon. That's really.
Yeah, we do
I
a
love salmon.
Blackened salmon with it's Henry sauce. It's like it's a Chardonnay lemon butter beurre blanc sauce.
All right. So we talk about 8 desserts. How many menu items are there?
A lot.
A lot.
I don't have the number off the top of my head, but
I didn't know. Here again, none of these questions
just
are
the
written
burgers.
down.
There's 14 signature burgers if you count the smaller ones, and then all variety of sandwiches, the full entrees, ribs, steaks.
Very cool. It's getting busy in here, man.
Steaks.
Yeah, we have a sirloin and a ribeye.
Okay. And your ribs, what do you do with ribs? You do riblets? You do racks?
Yeah, they're half rack or full rack.
Okay. And what's your signature sauce on that? Just a homemade barbecue?
Yeah, it's our bourbon barbecue that we make.
You can order it with a different if you want to?
You could.
Okay.
I don't think anybody ever has.
No.
That bourbon barbecue sauce.
Barbecue's good.
It was really good. Man, it was really good.
Yeah, incredible.
It went really, really well with that burger. Like you try other like bacon barbecue burgers and they have barbecue sauce, but it's just like barbecue sauce, and then they put so much on it, you really taste the burger. It doesn't go well with it. Anyway, I'm not a food connoisseur, but
or it's
that
like
was
a
good.
thick bottled barbecue sauce, and it kind of takes over. Yeah,
it just it takes over
the consistency
whole,
on it is right.
Yeah.
Are you born and raised here? You're from here?
I'm originally from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, for the early part of my life, but I've lived here since 1998. So I kind of claim this as being where I'm from now.
If George came and said to you, "Hey, you've earned a spot, and we're going to open a restaurant. We'd like you to come out and run it," would you leave here?
Possibly.
Pressure.
I mean, I'm kind of rooted here. I've got wife and two kids that are still in school. I wouldn't really like to move them. It's possible. I would like to stay in Florida, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other spots in Florida I would consider, but I like it down here.
Okay.
There's not too many other places I would really go.
Have you been to other Ford's garages?
I have.
Okay.
I've actually worked in a couple other ones too before we opened this one.
Yeah.
We do our training and we were primarily in Daytona for that.
Yeah.
But then our opening was delayed about 6 months. So we were kind of like the homeless children of Ford's Garage where we didn't have a place to work. So we were bouncing around and working. We actually worked in quite a few other locations leading up to opening this.
Okay.
I spent some time in the one in Daytona, St. Augustine, Oviedo. We went out to Wesley Chapel. Those are really the only ones I've worked, but I've been to, Hamlin and Margaritaville and quite a few other ones.
Okay. I've been to 3, maybe 4, because there's one in Kissimmee that opened up, not St. Cloud, on the way out to St. Cloud. That's not too old. And I got to hit that one. I want to say that I see a difference in a few things, but generally, it's really, really very, the assembly is all very, really put together. I imagine this is a lot of George's job, is to verify that you've got, that constant ebb and flow of everything from one to the other, that base consistency and all that stuff.
The company standards and consistency across. I mean, ideally, you should be able to go into any of our restaurants and get the same, it should be the same in all of them.
Wherever you go.
Food-wise.
Yeah, to me, I want to think that Tony is a cut above something, because as a manager, he's busy, dude. I mean, he's busting everything else. But he's such a big personality.
He is.
I just don't know that he could have been picked for a better job where he was and everything else, mind and life and all that, but to get the call to come out and want to do this, but to take it on personally and just to have that he's got going for it, man. I just think it's incredible.
He's passionate about the business. He's passionate about the brand. He's been doing this most of his life.
Yeah.
And at higher levels.
Yeah.
And, that is in the cards and in the plans for him. This is, where he is now, but he's going to, I imagine in a short amount of time, he will be doing what George is doing.
I love that. Yeah, I see the growth in the place, and I know that it's not slowing down any.
No.
Yeah.
This week a little bit, but we've got kids go back to school on Monday, so we have that little preschool starting dip that is going to happen. But
I'm not talking about that slowdown. I'm talking about the growth of the restaurant.
No.
We're talking about economy. Things are low. Are we recession? Is Fed's going to drop a point? Where are we? I think when you find something you like that you appreciate, which this place, you can sit here and appreciate it because the value is in it. Not just the value in buying the food, $14.95, $24.95, whatever it is, but it's the value in your server, your cook staff, bringing out the consistency, and then you get into that big plate of food and all that other stuff. It's all there. And here again, I'm not trying to build this place up like it's something that it's not. This is the real deal. This shit's good, And
I appreciate hearing that too, because we put a lot of effort into creating exactly what you just said, and spending the time with our people and working on the constant training and development and trying to be the best.
It shows. I mean, the people continually. Every time I come in here, there's a ton of people, right? So I mean, it definitely shows. Because restaurants that are open for a year, you pretty much have a tell. You can tell, like, oh, they're going to make it or they're not going to make it. Because after a year, people are not going to come back. They're like, oh, we're not going there.
Or after the year, you start to see the taper in the business to decline, right? Yeah. We actually, the last 3 weeks, we've been actually considerably busier than what we were for even the past couple months.
Right.
So
yeah, that's incredible, isn't it? I mean, summer should bring that to you because people need to get out and do it, whatever. But I love it. I just love everything about it. So I'm gonna, if you're good, Chris, I'm gonna let you get back to your job. Thanks for bringing us to
you guys.
dessert,
Good to see you again.
I love it. Yeah, we're gonna see more of you. I know that.
I'm sure.
I know that. So
guys.
coming to our table now, Chris. I don't know that you've met Carrie or anything else.
No.
Chris,
How you doing, Carrie?
Chris.
Nice to see you, sir.
You as well. Pull that a little closer. I can barely hear you.
Yeah. Not that one. This one here. Yep. With your microphone up here.
Yep.
No.
Could you turn him up?
Stephanie, can you turn and Carrie up at all?
Yes. Where?
You can say hello, Stephanie. Give me a mic check or whatever. I do not hear him yet.
Keep talking.
I'm talking.
There we go.
All right.
Loud and clear. All right, everybody. This is Carrie Fink, and this is you are with Helping Seniors of Brevard.
Right.
We are a car podcast, and so why is Carrie going to come on this podcast and talk about helping seniors? Well, because we met you at a car show,
right?
And they do amazing stuff.
And you brought a car out. But my mom, who is 93, living here in Brevard County, you and I started talking immediately. Stephanie, your mom and dad are here and got some stuff going on that makes what you do beneficial for us to meet you and talk to you. Oh, and then there was this car that you all are raffling off that is not just some car. It's a great car. So introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your program, and then we're going to get into the car stuff after that.
Hi, sounds great. So, hi, folks. I'm Kerry Fink. I'm the Executive Director with Helping Seniors of Brevard. We are 100% local to Brevard charity. So we only exist to serve people right here in our home area.
That's awesome.
And so we've been around for 15 years. We were started by a gentleman. His name is Joe Steckler. He was a retired Navy captain. Early in his career, he drove submarines. Or was a commander of submarines. Was in the Pentagon, but his last command in the Navy was the Navy's retirement home in Gulfport, Mississippi. And then he and his wife decided to retire near the base here, and Joe couldn't stay retired. So first he builds up the Brevard Alzheimer's Foundation. So they have a thing today many of us have heard of called Joe's Club.
Yeah.
So it's trying to give caregivers respite. So it's basically what we call adult daycare. So like if you've ever been in that position of having to care for an elderly loved one, when you get on the airplane and they say, before you help the kid next to you, make sure you put the oxygen mask on first, because if you go out, you're not going to be able to help the person next to you. And it's very important, like we take care of caregivers. So Joe established, they called Joe's Clubs. There's 3 of them in our county.
That's right.
When I met Joe 15 years ago, he had just retired from that, and he literally walked in. I was telling our friend John over here, I said, he literally walked in. We owned the TV studio building, and he walked in one day and said, "What do you guys do here?" He said, "I want to do education. I'm starting a new organization." He said, "I learned from building up Brevard Alzheimer's." He said, "Many families are challenged with these cognition things, dementia, Alzheimer's." But he said, every family runs into situations that are new for them for aging. It could be mom, dad, aunt, uncle, husband, wife, parents. It's just maybe it's a neighbor that you worried about 2 doors down, and you don't know what to do. So 15 years ago is when Helping Seniors got established. And what we do 3 things in this county. We have a senior information helpline. So last year we took 4,000 plus calls from people, and they're like everything.
Brevard County.
County.
Yeah.
So housing, legal, medical, financial, transportation, you name it. We've even had is there a place I can get dog food for Fido because I can't get out, and how do I feed my puppy? And so you have all those things. What we do is we answer those calls and we try to get them directed. We call it senior navigation. We point them in the right direction. Then the second thing that we do is we do a lot of education. Because we're answering the phones, it's a lot like probably if somebody was here from one of the fire departments or EMS, they would say, yeah, we're at the station, and we get the call and we will respond. But we so love it if somebody calls us ahead of time and says, is my house safe? Is this going to catch on fire over here? We'd rather prevent the problem. We'll try to fix the problem, but if we can prevent it. So education is the second thing we do. And then the third thing we do is advocate, because here in our county, this is a statistic that shocks a lot of people. 1 in 4 people is over the age of 65.
That doesn't shock me at all.
But here's the real shocker. 1 in 2 of us is over the age of 50. And I always make a joke about this. If you turn 50, ARP is going to send you a card and call you a senior, whether you're insulted or not. They're just going to say, listen, get ready for this. So in our county, that's half of the people. And so here's my point. We love kids in Brevard County. We do everything we can to give them a great schooling. In fact, we voted in a 0.5-cent sales tax because we wanted our schools to be the best they possibly could for kids. But here's what ends up happening. We have more seniors over 65 than we do kids under 18. So our position is just we need to do more for seniors. Not we need to do less for kids, but we need to think about seniors the same way. So that's why we exist. And what, to your point, when we get to the car stuff, is Joe Steckler came up with this idea years ago. He calls his friend AJ Hires, who has many of the best dealerships in town. He says, I'm trying to raise money. I'm trying to build Joe's Clubs. I'm trying to build up Helping Seniors. Would you help me? And so AJ Hires said, absolutely, I will. And so this is our 9th car raffle for charity.
Wow.
And this is what helps keep our organization going. 100% local. We raffle off the car. You buy a ticket. Maybe you're going to go home in the car. We're going to talk about the fun you're going to have at the American Muscle Car Museum, which is the bonus part of all this. But it starts with the premise that the winner picks one of 7 cars it's their choice. Because AJ has one of most. I'm going to ask you guys.
Well, I've got 2 tickets already. I bought 2.
I know you guys.
Yeah,
for this,
I remember buying.
I hope it's free. I hope that it's I know it's going to be legit and everything else, but I hope that I get to be on the winning side. It wouldn't be something that was picked or done or whatever. I just got blessed by God and was lucky.
Amen.
What I love, Carol, I know that you could go on because this is what you do. You're passionate about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been talking this whole time. Ford's Garage. This place is full of people with passion.
Yes.
And when I met you with Stephanie, we were sitting there going car to car, talking to it.
Yep.
We happened to be across from each other.
Yeah.
You looked at us. We looked at you. We talked. We looked at the car. We wanted to buy a couple tickets. But we talked about Joe for a second.
Yeah.
And Joe recently passed.
Yes. We lost Joe in January of this year.
Do you remember what you told me about Joe as far as being a patient? Do you remember?
Yeah, Joe.
The smile, I know you do.
Joe he was this kind of person that was just relentless. You're talking about passion. So I don't think seniors have ever had a better friend in this county than Joe Steckler. And I think I told you guys the story that literally he was on hospice up in Maryland with family up there. And literally like the day before he passed, I'm on the phone with him and he's like, Carrie, he said, it's tough to run a nonprofit. He said, I think it's tougher than running a business. He said, you're always got to be out there begging for money to keep it going. And he said, he goes, and this is exact words. He said, I want you to be able to do this. You got to keep this work going. It's more important now than ever before. And he said, whatever you can do to tug at heartstrings about my predicament. Those were his words exactly. And that's just who Joe was.
Wow.
He said, I want you to do it because this is important, Carrie. We got to keep this going and we got to help seniors. And so all of us, it's a small organization fueled by a lot of volunteers, but I was helping Joe when he got this off the ground. Nancy Deerdorf, who I think you guys may have met, also, she's our director of development. She was on the board of directors the day Joe started this 15 years ago. So those people have a long time and a long passion for helping seniors. And you said it exactly right. This is all about really helping people. And I got to tell you, one of the reasons I appreciated this charity so much is my wife and myself were caregivers for our mothers. We both lost our fathers years ago. And so our mothers were getting old. They were up in Atlanta where we're from. And we were like scared, like, well, they can't manage this. What do we do,
and what
right?
do I do, right? Because you're not trained for this. This is, and everyone is different. Every case, because just because they're both old doesn't mean they both suffer from lack of vision or lack of hearing or lack of, anything else. There's so many different. My mom is 93.
Yeah,
I am her caregiver.
You understand
I have a full-time job.
You
I have this. I have 4 companies going. It is hard.
Yes,
but being patient, being respectful, being understanding of where she is, what her mindset is, what she must be thinking about, looking through, and what has she seen in life. I mean, we started out with steam engines, and now we're talking about going to Mars.
You got it.
You told me, and I did this with my mom. My dad passed 6 years ago, and we sat there for the last 5 years talking about, I'm going to be this good. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be. Joe, who started this and never dreamed that he was going to go out the way he did, you told me the guy just, everything went out the window. This is not what you taught us, Joe. I mean, you're not helping us, Joe.
That's a funny story. Because, so in our little group, we have all these experts, right? I mean, these are people day in, day out. That's what they do. And see, that's the point. It's like, you're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. You're a smart lady. I'm a smart guy. We think we're really good, but we're good in the lane we're at. And then this aging stuff hits you with
step
something.
out of lane.
And then you're like, whoa, I think I'm smart, but now I got to go to school and try to figure this out. So we have all these people who are really experts about this. And we also used to tease it, like, Joe would need home care. Him and his wife would need home care. And he would call somebody in, and then he'd say, okay, I'll call you when I need you. And they would come back, Carrie, I'm scared they can't necessarily handle it. So we also would talk like he's the doctor that would write the prescription for everybody else, but he wouldn't take his own prescription.
That ego and stubbornness comes in.
How frustrating that must be. But when you're a senior, you're talking about somebody who taught you that it's okay to stand up and walk. It's okay to go over and touch that and do. You had an accident, Chris, that debilitated you. You had to start over again.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
And as a young guy, when you have to relearn so many things of what it is, you at least have endurance. You at least have the knowledge that you're supposed to be blessed by God here for a much longer time. That when you are a senior, you know what's around the corner. You know the inevitability of it all, but yet you are I don't want to say forced, but you get up every day hoping that maybe today I get a little bit back. Maybe today I can be a little bit stronger just for that day of what it was. But the goals and the dreams of that lifespan, dream, lifetime, it's a lot more narrow.
Yeah. Well, I had a pastor friend of mine who said it this way when he would talk to people that had been, quote, given a terminal diagnosis. Because, it's often said, well, we're all dying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like...
It's just a matter of when.
But what he said, and this really has always resonated, what are you going to do to make a difference with the life you have left? Wherever you are, it could be different for each one of us, but are we going to try to make a difference? And that's what Joe was all about right up to that last breath. He's like, you got to keep this going. But my point, the point I really want to get to was, it's not easy being a caregiver, as you know. But I always remember when it got hard for me, I would say to myself, when I was a kid, my mom would have dropped anything. It didn't matter what she had going on. If I needed something, she would make it the priority. Didn't matter what other issues that she was facing. And I thought, as trying to be a good son, if I can't do the same for my mom, I will try to move heaven and earth and do whatever I can to try to be a good son. That's like the least I could do, when you
for
think
what she's done for you in the past.
When you think about that, right? But if we would just actually work with each other like that, it's like we're supposed to. But that's the point. So we were talking before we came on the show about some great charity work and things that are happening, and that's the thing. There are people that do care. The Helping Seniors people care, but there's many good organizations trying to do the right thing and help seniors, because when you run up on it, it's new to you, and it really helps to have somebody that has some experience to help point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
Was Joe's Club, so tell me about Joe's Club. Was that on Wickham?
So
is that the first one that was there?
There's actually 3 of them. But yes, one in Wickham.
So I'm asking that because I... 18 years ago, maybe, volunteered there.
See?
And had no idea that, they were tied together until just now.
Nothing just happens.
Yeah, so I helped do activities and, breathing exercises and meditations and, little things like that a long time ago, because did martial arts and stuff like that, and I met... It might have been Joe, but I met somebody who was like, oh, I love your spunky attitude. I love this. The women would love to have another woman here to look up to in this aspect. And I was probably 23, 24 at the time. And I went there and I did just little activities with them. I remember one time doing gluing beads together or something, like arts and craft thing. And then another time we did a meditation. And it was a lot of fun. It was different, a big different atmosphere, but enjoyable, and everybody there was super loving, super kind. I worked at a retirement home before where that wasn't the case,
right?
But there it was very hands-on, it was fun. We were doing activities. We weren't just sitting there watching them sleep.
The name Joe's Club is maybe a little bit misleading, and if you drive by and see it, you think this is an adult arcade or
or a wellness center.
You don't really know because the name is a little misleading to it. But the more you look at it and whatever, it was a educational. I'm not going to say daycare, but it was a daycare facility. You dropped your loved one off, your parent, and you would come and pick them up later, and it would let you go about your day and have comfort knowing that you were going to be able to focus on your own bills, your own life, whatever, but that your parent, your person that you were taking care of was going to be taken care of, and not just sat there. The old 2020 episodes where we see somebody chained up in a hallway to a facility.
Yep.
It wasn't okay.
No, I say this all the time. I have seen this because to Stephanie's point, I have seen this happen before. Like you take a person, they say, oh, my mom doesn't want to get out and be socialized. She's happy to sit at home and watch TV or whatever. And so mom sits there all day long, not eating right, not being social, watching TV.
That's my family.
She's existing. And then somebody finally comes up with a solution where they're going to get them to a good place, like maybe an assisted living or a good daycare center. And all of a sudden there's stimulation, there's interaction, there's proper nutrition. And it's like it can take 20 years off of the person.
I firmly believe that. I've watched so many people who retire. Yeah. And then when they retire, they stop doing activities because they're not going to work every day, so they don't feel like they have to wake up on time and this and that. And it deteriorates their health. So what are you guys doing to help them Like how do you convince somebody to go into these type of things? Because they're so stubborn.
She's like, I don't need to hang out with other people like me. I don't need to hang out with old people. I don't need to sit there and learn about this person's disease or what they're dying of, whatever.
Well, I mean, like my mom just told me recently, like she would actually go to an assisted living home before. Yeah. Before there was no way in HE double hockey sticks that she would show up and do that. And now she's like, this is what I'm going to do.
She said, if Dad passes, that I'm going to go to an assisted care and I'm going to live my life out there.
She said, I think it would be better for me.
I agree. You know, it's funny because I was talking to, there's several businesses that we work with where their role is they help people find like a place for mom or dad. They literally work. They'll try to figure out what mom or dad likes. And then they're going to work to try to find, because, you know, we have 140 assisted livings right here in Brevard County.
Wow.
Most people have no idea that there's that much choice. We see ads for one or two of them, but we don't understand that they're small, what are called small.
Well, and you imagine they probably all have at least, even the small ones have at least 10 beds, like 10 rooms. Right.
And then
so some of them have hundreds.
Yeah, we have places that are like cruise ships. I mean, they're great. So, but the key point is, and I remember this gentleman, his name is Troy Denal. He has a service called Sotir, and he said this, and I always give him credit for this because I thought this is so right. He says, nobody wakes up on a random Saturday morning and says, let's go tour assisted living facilities. No. The only time this really comes up is when there's an emergency. Mom can't go home from the hospital safe anymore. Can't be alone. You know, all these things. And now everybody's making these decisions. But the point that I wanted to get at is part of the problem that we have as younger seniors or people on the cusp of seniorhood is we remember seeing great-grandma and great-grandpa at the old folks' home. And it was scary, right? I mean, it was smelly, it was dank, it was musty, the people were scary.
The activities were musty and dank, like, everything.
And so that's, when we say that, that's what's in our head, but that's not what it's like now. I mean, I'm sure there are places that could step up their game, but most of the ones that we're aware of, we told our kids, this is great. It's like being on a cruise ship on land. It's fine. You know? But I mean, this is the problem. Is like when you're running into this stuff with moms or dads or whoever, you don't know where to begin. And calling somebody, so we always call it getting your ducks in a row. Our message about an aging plan is let's help you get your ducks in a row. And there's two corollaries that we've added to it. One, don't try this on your own. There are people that you can ask questions who have experience, like be smart enough to know what you don't know and ask somebody. Like, I don't know how to have the talk with mom. Like, as an example, literally I was having a conversation with somebody who was the executive director of an assisted living, and I said, she goes, let's do a TV show called How to Have the Talk. Not that talk, the talk about, is it time, Mom? And it was really interesting because she shared with her experience that most of the time, us as the kids of mom come in and we're looking at assisted place. Oh, Mom, you'd like this, or Mom, you'd like that. Show me the weight room. Show me the pool. Show me the, and then the lady who was at the assisted living would go, does your mom do that? Or is this what you do?
Right. I like the one place that I looked at, and it had, because I was looking, before I started working for Dolphin Auto, I was looking for a job, and they had like sewing club. Sure. They had their own little like yearbook club that they did. But my question is, do you see more, I would think you see more women in assisted living, not because of life and death rates, but because of stubbornness. No offense, gentlemen.
No, that's fair.
But pride and ego is definitely something that men hold a lot higher. What do you think? Do you see that a lot, where it's mostly women calling for the help, calling to ask for help? Do you see sons? Do you see fathers calling a lot, or is it a lot of women?
Well, it's all of the above, because let me tell you, like the calls we get. A lot of times, and this was very eye-opening for me, I get a call from a lady. We get a call on the helpline from a lady. This was very early on. We've been doing this 15 years. And this person calls in and says, I don't know what to do. I'm 64 years old, and I'm going into the hospital tomorrow because the doctor says I have to have this. So we thought, okay, this is a standard senior call. What do I do when I come out? No, that wasn't the case. I'm the caregiver for my mom, who's 94, and she's going to have to be here by herself. Yeah. What do I do now? Is she going to be okay? So, like, these are the real-life situations that come in. So we get calls from the seniors themselves, from the spouses of seniors, and it really is kind of like a both. But a lot of times everything was fine, and then we lose a spouse. Okay. So now because if they're working off of Social Security, what happened to the income? It just got cut in half.
Yeah.
So now I can't do what I was able to do when my person was living because somehow we made it work together. Now I can't do that. What do I do?
Now, do you guys help people find resources for financial help?
As much as we can. So remember when I talked about the advocacy, part of the challenge is there is a kind of a mindset, well, they get Social Security, they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not that much.
It's like, but the problem is, I can tell you how many people say, I either got to get my medicine or I'm going to eat this month. And I sure don't know how I'm going to pay my rent.
And we've talked about seniors eating cat food.
Right.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. And so the only answer to that, we're so small, we can't do much about that. What we'll try to do is anything we can. Like we have some senior apartments and things that are available, but there's a waiting list. So like one of the first calls we say is you got to get on the waiting list today, because it could take you 2, 3, 4 years before they're going to call you up and see if you want the place. So we need to do more for our seniors. That's part one. But part two is like when you talk to somebody who at least can help you look at every option that's out there. Now, it's tough. Like if somebody says, well, the sheriff's going to be here at 3 o'clock and I'm being evicted at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah.
There's not much we can do. But if somebody calls us and they're like 6 months out, so like this person is telling me my rent's going to be this, there's no way I can afford it. Now we at least got some time to fight the battle, right?
Right.
So part of it is don't try this on your own. Call and get help. We're free. We're a charity. We're going to try to help whatever we can do. And then the second thing I always tell people is find somebody local. Like a lot of seniors will sit at home and they'll see an 800 number. It says call us. We'll help you with your Medicare. Call us. We'll help you with a reverse mortgage. Call us. We'll help you figure out whatever the item is, we'll help you figure out, how to write a will or things like that.
Right.
I said the problem is you got to find somebody who's local, who knows like
your
which
county.
doctors. Right. Find somebody local, and that's what we really think is part of the secret to success for senior is helping them navigate to the right resource that is local. Like if it's looking for an assisted living, not somebody who can do the same search online that you could do, but somebody who goes in, I know which place to serve good food. I know which has good help, to your point where you were talking about a place that wasn't so good at one point. And people have that experience. I've heard it over and over from the attorneys, like, we all know the expression penny wise and pound foolish. Oh, I'm going to do my will online. And the problem with that whole thing is none of this works, or you don't even know if it's going to work until the moment it must work. And then when it doesn't work, it's not like, oops, I forgot to check that box. You're just stuck,
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So your organization, this is volunteers, and it takes so much to do that. I want to talk about economy.
Yeah.
Volunteers means that you have to be able to sustain what you're doing by yourself and all that and everything else. In a bad economy, a recession, anything else, people sometimes have to go back to work.
Yeah.
Hey, Carrie, I can't do this. I've got to go. Life has changed for me too.
Yeah.
So you are susceptible to loss and all that from it too, and then you have to recoup that. Get somebody else. Find somebody. Where do you find your volunteers? Do people just come in and hey, I want to give you so many times. Do you advocate for people? Where do you?
100%. So first of all, if you're watching this, you could volunteer. Let me tell you what we do about that. So first of all, we have classes for volunteers, and we have a lady, Karen Wernland, who runs our center. She's very good at this, and she's very good about training volunteers so that the time that you put in with us is measured around your schedule, a couple hours a week. We're not asking you to hurt yourself by giving us some time. But what we want to do is get you trained up so that you can help those seniors and take the time. Because the thing that we hear over and over, people say, well, even if you couldn't give me a bushel of money to solve this problem, you helped me, point me in a right direction, and you took the time to talk to me.
Yeah. Companionship. Companionship is a huge thing with seniors, and just having someone to talk to.
We have if you buy a raffle ticket, this is the form you fill out. But on the back, we have a little information about helping seniors. And this is what we call our Stay Connected program. So one of the things that our volunteers do is if a senior asks for us, it's basically a once-a-week well check. And they'll call, so one of our volunteers will call up and say, how are you doing? What's going on? How's everything? Do you need anything? And half of it is that communications loop, right? Because so often it happens like this. Kids are up in, let's just say they're up in New York or Illinois or someplace like that, and they always come down at Thanksgiving time to visit mom or dad. And it always happens like this between Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. We'll start to get these calls like, wow, I was just down there to visit mom and dad, and I don't think they can handle this.
I didn't realize how far it was.
Because when I would call,
that was me.
How are you? I'm fine.
That's why Stephanie moved to Florida from California.
See, you understand.
And so I mean, this is
you're
real
speaking my
world for
language
us.
right now.
That's right. I love the program, and as a guy that came to Brevard County from Pinellas County, when I saw Joe's Club, I lived in off of Lake Washington, and I was driving up to Rockledge, so I went Wickham Road, and I saw it often, didn't know what it was for a long time. My dad's name is Joe, so I always talked about, hey, you got a club up there, you're waiting for that. And so he was wondering what that was, so my mom went on the internet and learned about it, and then so they knew about it because I made a joke about that his name was the same as the sign, and it looked like a cool place for him to go. So we just didn't even know. Tell us a little bit about, and AJ Hires, we were talking to him earlier this week. We tried to get him to come to this podcast. He's a little bit busy. He's got a lot of cars coming out of shops that are getting done and stuff, and he's got quite a little collection.
Oh, yes, he does.
So tell us a little bit about what you've got, these 7 cars that you are offering.
Yeah, so the interesting story is because AJ really does have one of almost every car. I wish he had a Ford dealership, but that's maybe one day. But for sure, he's got some other great cars. He's got Dodge, he's got Jeep, he's got Chrysler, he's got Mazda, Mitsubishi, Kia. So we said to him, I said, the very first, it was actually the second, this is our 9th car raffle. The second car raffle, he goes, Joe, the first car raffle was a lady donated a pristine Jaguar, a classic Jaguar to us, and said this was my husband's pride and joy, and he'd passed away. He said, I'd like to donate it to helping seniors, and maybe you guys could raise funds off of it. So we gave that car away, and I remember the second year, Joe was like, wow, what do I do? So he goes to talk to his friend AJ Hires, and AJ gives us this beautiful classic 1951 Ford. And Joe goes, we can't afford this. We're a tiny charity. And he says, relax, I'm giving you this, Joe. So we gave away, that was our very first raffle, the 1951 Ford Hot Rod. And let me tell you what happened. So it was the first year that the Muscle Car Museum was open. They invited us to do that. The guy who won it was a local guy, had bought tickets from Joe for years. Then he goes, I love that I won. He says, I don't know what to do with this. He said, I really want a Jeep. And so AJ goes, well, I have a Jeep dealership. So somehow those two horse traded. Guy goes home in a brand new Jeep.
Wow.
AJ keeps his classic Ford. And so the next year when Joe went back to him and said, well, if it's all the same to you, everybody could use a new car. So would you be willing to put up a car? So the first year it was like 3 cars. And then we said, well, AJ, you got more than 3 dealerships. Let's give them a choice of everything you got.
Wow.
So AJ's like, okay, fine. So that's how this comes about. That's why we call it Choose Your Adventure.
That is incredible, isn't it?
So our winner last year, Jim Newman from Cocoa, he wanted the Chevrolet Colorado truck, which comes from Boniface Hire Chevrolet. The year before, it was a lady, Diane Pelak, who wanted the Mitsubishi Outlander, which is a cool little 4x4. And so that's what she's tooling around in. So we have given away, like most of these cars on the list, there's a Mazda Miata convertible, which you look really zippy, like tooling up and down. In fact, I think we had a Mazda when we were out here at
the car show.
Just a week or two back. And so that's a car that gets a lot of attention. There's a little racing car called the Dodge Hornet, which is fast off the line. It's a smaller than like a Challenger, but it's got all the pep of a Challenger.
Yeah, the racing advantage.
It's really a neat car. So then we have also a Kia Sportage is in the running. Jeep Compass 4x4 is in the running. And so is a Mazda 3 if you just want like a little elegant sedan kind of car.
Yeah.
So the winner gets to choose. When you buy a ticket, each ticket is donate for a ticket. Each ticket is a chance in the raffle. When you get that ticket, that's your entry into the raffle, but it is also your invitation to come down to the American Muscle Car Museum on the day of the drawing. So it's Sunday, October 26, 1 to 4 p.m. Mark Pylock is opening up his amazing museum. He's got close to 500 cars in there. Yeah. We were laughing. The first year we were there, he had 250 cars.
Wow.
And so each year
and
we come back,
room.
They're all getting closer to closer.
Yeah.
And now he's got double stacks. And I was asking Andrew, one of the guys that heads all that up for him over over there. And Andrew goes, I said, what are you going to do when you run out of space? He says, well, we're looking at 4 stacks now. I was like, you have to, because the guy has really got, and every car, as you guys know, you've been in the museum, right?
Yep.
No, I haven't, but I will.
Then you're coming in October.
Yeah.
But you could, every car is spit, shine, polished.
Oh.
You could eat off of
off a tire.
Yes.
But when this place is going up, I mean, the wall, they started building the wall. It's like 100 miles long. I can't even imagine that he's out of room. But, of course, we know that he is, because he is double stacking them.
Yeah.
And Andrew, I know Andrew, and he's actually... They're talking about 3-tiering or 4-tiering.
Yeah.
I don't know how people enjoy that car, except you rotate them and whatever. But Mark is, I believe that he got a lot of his money from tech stock stuff that he did. But when he came here and he started to build this, I met him and I had a hard time. My story meeting Mark is iconic as it is with many things that I do. I was judging an ACCA show in Viera, and Mark had been asked to judge as well. He brought his fiance out with him, and as they were not married yet, I kept trying to talk to him. He's a busy guy. He's a big guy. And so I'm a nobody. I'm a nothing. So, it doesn't matter, whatever. I got a voice. I want this guy's attention. I didn't know what to do. So in Kenny's fashion, what does he do? I went up to his girlfriend.
Oh,
and I
geez,
started
Kenny.
talking to her. Her name is Ann. It starts with an A. And I'm going to draw a blank on it. But I went up and I started talking to her. He came right over. And it was she's from Russia, I think, or somewhere. And it, for me, it was Ukraine. Yeah. It was for me to be able to.
What a ploy!
How do I get this guy? I'm gonna go talk to his girl.
What a ploy!
And he came over and started talking to me, and that's how I met Mark.
That's neat. Well, Mark has been such a blessing to us, because every year, I always tell people, like, if you haven't heard of the American Muscle Car Museum, and I am surprised how many people don't know about it. It's because it's the guy's, basically, it's his private garage. Like, you and I will go park our car in a garage. This is just his garage.
Yeah,
it's just a whole lot bigger. And so the only way, it's not like, Sunday afternoon, let's go buy a ticket and go see that. You can't do that.
Nope.
The only time you can go there is when he's a great philanthropist who helps a lot, not just us, but a lot of charities with their fundraisers. And that's the only time you can go in there is when he's got it open for a charity event. So we've been real fortunate that every year, this is now our 9th raffle. He's been open 8 out of the 9 years, and we don't take it for granted, but every year he's invited us back.
That's 3 days after my 41st birthday.
So you know where you're going to be. You're going to come
car.
out and see us, because it's fun. So your ticket, when you get your ticket, also brings you to the museum, and it also is obviously your chance to win the car. So how do you get a ticket? One is $25 donation, 5 for $100. Each ticket you bring somebody for the ticket, put your name, put their name, whoever's name on the ticket, by the way, wins the car. So you don't have to be present to win. When they pull that ticket, whatever that name is, that's our winner. No more games.
You're calling the winner.
We're calling the winner if they're not there.
That's terrific.
But your ticket does include the whole party out there. And this year, talking with Bill Antonetz, who does a lot of the car
shows.
Bill
very well.
Joe Rodriguez, who
we know Joe,
is great. And even folks like Pete Muller with Tint World shows and things like that. They're all agreeing to help us get a car show going outside the museum. So not only we have 500 cars inside the museum, but we'll probably have several hundred outside.
Wow.
So we're going to have lots of fun. Mark said we could make it a fun for kids event. So if you get a ticket, you can bring 2 kids, 10 or under, with you, and then they can go around and see the museum. It's like the weekend.
And how much did you say tickets were?
One is $25.
One is
$5
$25.
is $100. And how do you get a ticket? You can go to helpingseniorscarraffle.com.
Can they scan this QR code that I was showing earlier?
They can absolutely scan the QR code.
Once again, here's that QR code, guys.
Yeah,
I want to. I own Dolphin Auto. It's an auto body, a mechanic shop, and it's a restoration company.
Yeah.
I own this company here with Chris, and we're passionate about a lot of stuff. Every day starts with a blessing from our God.
Amen.
And to know that we've asked Him to guide us in the way that can be best for us to serve Him.
Absolutely.
Bar none. I want to throw this in the hat. I want to be I want to be the American Car Class 3. I want that to be a name that you throw out there with Joe and the other guys as far as helping you.
100%.
I'm gonna say that I'm in the boat. Stephanie, you're in the boat.
Yes, sir.
Our parents were needing this.
Help us.
We are community guys. We want to start to advocate for you. We want to try to help to push this with you. We want to do some legwork, some groundwork. Stephanie, she's extremely passionate. She's extremely hardworking.
100%
and I don't know how she finds the time to do some of the things she does, but she woos me every single day that she gets up and pushes herself to do it. I don't have enough time in the day to make things happen, but I want to keep going and doing. So I want to keep trying to do this with you and all that. So
I'm excited. This is the beginning. This is not the end. This is it takes a village, right? It takes a village. It
does, and it doesn't mean just to raise the kids. It means to raise each other.
We're supposed to care about each other. That's a commandment. Love your neighbor like yourself. You know, that was, and so here we are, and that's part of what we're trying to do with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Carrie, I appreciate you coming in and sitting with us for a few here at the end of our podcast. We've been here since 4 o'clock this afternoon.
We're going on 2 hours and 42 minutes and 2 seconds.
So we've got about 15 minutes. Listen, I want to ask a favor of you when you get done here. I've got a giveaway from O'Reilly's. It's a car wash bucket full of supplies. And I would like you to walk the dining room one time, and I'd like you to see if you spot anybody that looks to you like maybe he's a car guy. I've got a trivia question for him to answer.
I'm going to send him over here.
And you're going to send him over here and do that.
That sounds great.
That's awesome.
Chris, so good to see you.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Let's see
Thank you, Carrie.
All right, great.
Thanks, guys.
And you're going to grab the one off your lapel too. Yes,
Guys,
sir.
that was Carrie with helping seniors.
All right. Thank you so much. Listen, this has been great, man. I really appreciate this. We're going to try to get Carrie to go find somebody. They're going to come over and talk to us for a few. And Chris, if you don't mind, at the end of that, I want to get John over here because, John, you've been hanging out the whole time, and there's a headphone over there that's got one ear working. If you want to grab that real quick.
Oh, can you go on the right side though?
Well, no, I've got the window that's going to go.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
I'll move it.
Let's see if we get a trivia guy. You're good. Let's see if we get a trivia guy, and then we'll jump in there and do that in a few. So, yeah. How
unique. I did not realize that I had worked for, volunteered with Joe's Club and that was connected to the seniors group.
Isn't it great?
I mean, we've talked to him how many times, and I did not put any of that together.
No.
I don't know whether that was like a blonde moment on my part or what.
You were focused filming a car, and you'd gotten up and moved, and he and I were talking about my mom.
Yeah.
And it was just something that
But I sat and talked to him for a while about my dad and my mom and what am I doing? Can be hard.
But when he got the story to me about Joe and that he was actually the worst patient that they ever had.
Yeah.
Because he went off from everything he taught everybody to do and to how to be.
But you hear that a lot, like doctors, they're the worst patients.
Yeah.
They know what they need to do, but they don't do it.
Yeah.
Some of the best parents are the worst kids, essentially, because they need you, but they're used to you needing them.
Get your crew.
Are you watching Carrie over there doing?
I am. But your crew's over there too.
Okay, right.
We got some dolphin autoies.
We might end the show with them just coming.
Tell them to come over. They can come sit behind me.
Not yet.
No, they're sitting
at the
down.
table eating and stuff like that. And
he can't get any volunteers.
He did say, he's going to get one. I know
he could get Kenny.
He's a great salesman and all that. So we want to. And my trivia question is something cute. So
something cute. Does something cute go with cars?
Come on. Come here.
You can do it.
He's gonna do it. All right. I love this.
Sorry, I'm not yelling in you guys' face.
And I don't know what the other 7 desserts were, Chris, but man.
I don't either.
Oh, I accidentally turned somebody's.
You're good. You're gonna put these on.
Don't worry about that.
No? Okay. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Eric.
Eric, I'm Kenny.
Kenny, nice to meet you.
I'm Chris. That's Stephanie.
Chris.
Hi,
Stephanie.
Eric.
How are you?
You were saying before you put the headset on, you do what? You're what?
I'm a pilot. I'm an instructor pilot. I teach people to fly a Gulfstream jet.
Wow,
awesome.
Great.
Cool. And where at?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
My dad used to rebuild old Cessnas back in the 60s and stuff like I rebuild cars and would flip them. He would reskin a wing or do whatever and all that. How great stuff.
Nice.
Chris is a former aircraft mechanic.
I was aircraft mechanic for very many years.
Awesome. Yeah. So
nice.
now he's got a couple classic cars he's doing, and so we're doing this. So I had a gift that was given to me by O'Reilly's, and I asked Carrie to go around and look for somebody that was maybe a car guy. Do you wash your own car?
No, but I got a 2017 Ford Mustang GT convertible.
Okay. There you go.
Wow. That's about car guys. That's car guys I can get. Yeah.
Here's the funny part about the trivia question is that I want to do this with is you have this is a bucket full of supplies to wash a car.
Oh, I'll do it then.
What is the O'Reilly's commercial jingle?
Is that it?
That's it.
O'Reilly's.
Outstanding.
Love it. That's
I hope
awesome,
he heard
man.
that.
That's awesome.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
allowing us to interrupt your dinner and all that stuff and everything else.
Yeah, are you visiting us from Georgia?
Man. That was it.
We are. We're going on a cruise tomorrow.
Oh,
well.
But look, your vacation started off wonderful.
I know, so that's mine.
Now you can go clean the boat.
There you go.
You take a car. Here, I'll throw a sticker in with you. And,
how cool.
And you get to tune in and do all this and everything else. I wish you the best on your cruise and have a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
Thank your wife for sharing with us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Awesome. All right.
So I have a question for you guys.
Thanks for facilitating that. Love it. Love it.
My question for you guys is that you guys been talking about cars for the past 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Well,
like you know, I can barely hear you guys over there, so I was like, wow, hold on. Damn, how you sustain that for, tell me about it.
He's the talent.
I am so passionate about cars, and I love people that aren't stupid. And it's so hard at work, owning my own company and running this, and having to be a salesman, having to educate people every day, having to go through it, that when I go to a car show and I get to sit with people that already know the lingo, they know more about their car than I could ever know because it's their car, and I get to talk to them about their passion. I'm on the other end of it because I'm always the salesman. I'm always the guy that's trying to instruct or do whatever, and here these people just get to tell us their passionate story about their car. And as I talk to Chris and talk to Stephanie and talk to the people across the world, it is the car is great. It's what draws us to you. Yeah. You can be a cute girl in a cute dress, but when I meet you better have a great conversation piece with it. And the story makes the car worth putting in print. And for me, it is just that. I just
You're passionate. I can tell you're passionate about that. I love it.
When a guy buys
just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit.
When a guy buys a car and doesn't own a wrench, I like him. But when a guy builds a car and brings it out,
you love him.
Oh,
that's it.
Right there, man. Right there. So I don't know you, John. My name is Kenny. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well,
sir. Chris.
Nice meeting you.
This is Stephanie. And you,
ma'am,
you have a, what do you do?
So, a little story real quick.
Yeah.
Retired Army veteran, Staff Sergeant, retired.
Thank you for
your Thank you.
More than you know, man. More than you know.
I've been passionate about multimedia, stuff like that, firearms. So, since I was 15 years old, I always been to like camera, recording studios, all that stuff. And when I retired, I went full blown into it. Since 2019, opened a firearms academy too. So we teach like people like to shoot, for concealed carry, stuff like that.
I love
and license for the state of Florida. So when I'm not filming, I'm teaching a class. Like as a matter of fact, tomorrow I'll be filming, but my instructor is teaching a class in Mary Island too for security, license security. They got to renew it every year. So that constant thing as well. And I'm passionate about this stuff, man, and help Joe with everything he does. I love. I always like to give back to the community. So when I met Joe a couple of years back in 2019, actually, he's always been a people's person, like community,
He's incredible. He's a great spirit.
This it's hard to find people that are genuinely into helping people and getting involved with stuff that has to do with the helping community.
Because Joe, he could be all family and he could be all about his businesses and he could keep to himself and he can keep to his sons who are growing and they're going to be on their own before long. He could be self-absorbed in all of that.
But he isn't.
He isn't.
He isn't.
5 a.m. on his car show days. 5 a.m. He is always. He and his wife are the first ones there.
And
first one in, last one out.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Like no matter how hot it is, he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Smiley.
Yeah.
That's something that I admire from him, and we've been working together ever since. When I see you guys here and there, and I love what you guys do. That's why I ask you why you're doing this, and the fact that you're passionate about listening to other people's passion, that tells me a lot about yourself, and that's amazing, and that's super cool. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are aware of the next upcoming car shows, the Space Coast Cars and Motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 23rd in Titles Landing.
Yeah.
And
we have not been up that way yet. I don't know that we're going to make my car, Lucy, the Nova. We're taking her off the road because we're building her to take I'm taking a trip out to Las Vegas. I'm driving her to Las Vegas in November for SEMA and the Mecum auction, and we're going to go. We've been invited by SEMA to come out and do this, and we're just growing. This show's been around for a long time, more than a decade, but Chris came in as a logistics guy, and here again, the story I opened up the show with is that I met Chris because I had a marketplace ad for a motor, and he got a truck that was a family heirloom type of thing. Not heirloom, but she was a family truck. And an 85 C10, and she came out, and we put a motor in, and he didn't want to just, he wasn't the guy that didn't own the wrench. He wasn't turning the wrench every day. He'd put that down when he was done with the aircrafts for the most part, but he was a car guy. But it had been dormant way down here for a long time. And when we got the motor, he's like, "Do you mind?" Hell no, I don't mind, man. If you want to, because it's about the guy that puts the wrench to it and knows.
You know, I didn't know that's how you guys met. Yeah. I mean, I knew Luke.
And Chris's friend list is this big, Stephanie. And I'm in
small
now.
circle. Yeah,
it's
very small.
And so this is just, it is all passion. We wake up every day and we praise God and work for the Lord.
Amen.
But at the end of the day, we go to sleep well because we were allowed to be ourselves and give what we could to our families, to ourselves. I'm not a person that takes a lot of things. I'm a giver, and Chris reminded me not even 2 months ago. Not even 2 months ago, you said to me, it's okay to be a little selfish a little at a time. And I have a mental health counselor because mental health is
important.
You've got to talk to somebody. If you don't, you're dumb. Talk to somebody. And for the friends that have a friend that do not talk to somebody, talk to them.
Speak up.
They need something. Silence is the biggest killer. So be sure. So it's a thing of passion for me. I was kind of a self-absorbed scumbag for a long time, and I say that because I'm hard on myself. But I'm alive today, and there's got to be a reason for it because I shouldn't be.
Purpose.
And I just work is so stressful, so hard, so frustrating. I don't get to eat lunch. I did not eat lunch today. I did not have time.
But then you came here and had this wonderful food.
After they just kept walking the door,
And guys, Kenny is somebody who needs to eat on cue.
I should.
Like
I get hangry.
Hangry is for real. Low blood pressure, low blood sugar.
But when I get here and when our music comes on and we get to start doing this, everything else is out the window, and I love it. So I want to get a card from you. I think I have one, but I want to get a card from you. I want to sit down and talk in the next couple of weeks because this may look like we're professional. This may look great.
Hi, this is my first live, guys.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Stephanie was brought to me by...
my first time. By Ken, sorry.
Are they still...
Oh, they left.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, sad story.
Wow, dude, I would have called him over, whatever. That's a shame, bro.
Let me wipe out my tears.
So, yeah.
Right.
So we're not this big network, and I really I look for I'm not Carrie, and I'm asking for everybody's input or help or whatever. But when we meet somebody that's in the game, that's in the business, that might have a little bit more knowledge or experience that we can learn from, grow
That'll
with,
take much.
partner
Yeah,
with,
I'd
and
love
all
to
that,
have a tutor.
Then we want to do this because I see how Joe looks at you. I see the equipment you have. I see your eye for detail. I watch you zoom. I watch you pull. I watch. I'm a people person. I'm watching everybody, and I want help with that. So if you're willing to give that to us, I want us to become good friends.
And I love cars, so as long as I get to see a good car, I'm happy.
Right.
That's awesome. So I would really be interested in one, having a tutor in some of this stuff, and two, you were talking about concealed carry licenses and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, as a female and being 5'2", I really.
Let me tell you something about this.
Don't let her package fool you, brother.
I get
My
husbands.
package is short and sweet, but it's pretty ferocious.
Husbands say the same line every time. They go like, "Hey, I need you to teach my wife because she will not listen to me." And they need like an external third party.
You're 100% correct.
A little cute
No, so, okay, the first time I ever used a gun, I shot dead in the forehead every single time.
Wow.
I told you she's a package, dude. She's scary.
Like,
So you got a natural bullseye right there.
The first time I ever used a gun, straight in the forehead every single time.
Wow. I might teach you to bring a little low to center mass in the chest, but that sounds like you have the skills naturally. Yeah, she was like,
I was 25, 26-ish, so it's been a while. I've shot BB guns and airsoft,
Yeah.
but nothing else since then. I am going to start taking, I want to take my 10-year-old, or she's 13. I'm going to take my 13-year-old daughter out. Wow, yeah. It was 10 years old when I took her to go airsoft.
Okay.
Was the first time she shot an airsoft gun. But I would love to learn. I would love
Absolutely.
to do it the right way with the right teacher and stuff like that. So that's really neat. But also, yeah, tutoring on all these
yeah,
gizmos
in my
and
opinion,
gadgets.
I don't know how long we can go, but in my opinion, the setup's pretty good
you.
nowadays. And I'm telling you, one of the things that in my world, my realm, there's a lot of misconceptions, right? Yeah, I can bring a cinematic camera tomorrow, but is it really needed for what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
nowadays,
we're using cell phones and iPads right now.
I can guide you in some stuff, like it depends if you have some cameras, but this setup is pretty good. You know, on
We
iPhones.
have a really nice, expensive camera that I need to learn.
You have one?
Yeah.
The team does, yeah.
Oh, so let's go. What brand?
Sony.
Oh man, I'm a Sony guy, so you just
Perfect. So
you know,
I'm
a sucker
Nikon
for
girl.
Sony. All right.
I'm a Nikon girl, so I don't know how to use the Sony. Like, I get the concepts. I actually am like
Can I
2
get
classes
Tony
away
back over
from
here?
a bachelor's degree or associate's degree in
We're derailing the
photography.
camera.
Oh, wow.
But-
We need to
We're
wrap
going to
this
get
up.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
So are we getting done?
We are getting done.
Okay,
We're
so
getting done.
we
Time
definitely get
limit
link
anyway.
up, and
Yeah.
thank you guys for having me here. Hey,
Listen, this is a Dolphin Auto shirt. It's a large,
Oh,
but I
nice.
don't know who you've got, whatever, anything else. But
hey, I'm not that fat. I think I can fit in the large. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Through this and seeing
Yes.
us and doing
Absolutely. I was here just to support Tony and what you guys do. So
Yes.
awesome, guys. Thank you.
Love
Thank
it
you.
so much.
I'm gonna walk away from this. All right.
Real quick, plug for your business. Give a shout out for your business.
Real Kingdom Media. You can pull it up and you know all the social medias and you know Instagram, Facebook. The website is realkingdommedia.com. I'm gonna give you a card here.
Yep.
If you scan that, shoot me a text so I can save your number.
Perfect.
You got all my info there, brother.
Okay.
And so keep shining, guys. You guys are doing it's super amazing. So
Thanks,
keep doing
John.
that.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
Much
This
love.
is ours, there. So awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
brother.
Thank you again. Appreciate
you so
it.
Yeah,
much.
and appreciate your service, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. All right, well, we're about done here, Chris. We're gonna get
Yeah,
out
I'm
here
getting
kind of
stiff.
quick
Getting
and all
stiff.
that. Yeah, we've been here for a while. We haven't peed in a while. I wanted to bring Tony back on here one more time because I felt that it was very important to say thank you. And I know that this is probably exciting and fun for you. It lets the people see something different and everything else. I don't think there's another Ford's Garage out there that's doing this. So you're kind of as a cook gets to implement a new menu item, maybe you get to implement something new to 23 restaurants and all this stuff. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the ability to come in here and show what we want to do or can do. But with this background, this staff, this food, Tony, I gotta say thank you so much for having us out today. This has been epic.
Well, I
Epic.
appreciate that, and you guys are always welcome here. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy days to be
Well,
here.
thanks, Tony.
we're gonna
Appreciate
come
it.
back. I want you to tell us when the next car event is with Space Coast Cars and Motorcycles.
Don't have a set date yet, but we're kind of on a bi-monthly right now. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
being that we just had one last month, we're looking for September.
Yeah.
I think September would make sense.
Yeah.
I want to do. I'm going to meet with the team, Joe and John and Hunter and
The crew.
yeah, the crew that helped me make it all happen, and we're gonna nail something down. But I think it's time to do like another, specialty car show. You know, whether that be like a Jeep car show, all truck car show. I don't know. We're gonna throw some ideas out there and see what we can come up with.
How about pre-World War II?
Pre-World War II, that makes sense.
Because
you think we'd have enough cars to get there?
I don't think you need. I don't think it's. Look, I sometimes it's less is more.
Yeah.
And I think if you had just this parking lot filled up with a bunch of cars that had wooden wheels.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, wooden wheels.
That would
Well, I
be.
could get. So I know a guy in the Model A club that they have here in
I
Melbourne.
do, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know the ACC.
Yeah. So they came out, when we first opened, and maybe it's time that I reach out to them and see what they want to do.
Yeah.
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 But I'm open to any
we
ideas.
can help with that too. And all
yeah.
that. I told John we wanted to get involved with his group and stuff. We'd like him to help us as his media professionality goes farther than ours does. This may look professional. We're hanging on by a thread. I joke about it, but
that's the guy you want to have involved.
Right.
I tell him all the time, if he used to be working with celebrities, how talented he is.
Meeting him, meeting Joe, getting to go through all this. Hunter, I mean, this is a car salesman. I didn't get the vibe at all. Here again, we opened the door with you talking to a new employee about the vibe and how to communicate that to the people, and that the vibe should establish itself the second you walk in. Yeah. It should just be piled on top of as your experience is here. But this group of people, I've asked Carrie, I've asked these guys, let me be involved in this too, because I've got good ideas, but I want to grow with you guys, and I want to be a part of what Joe's doing. He's phenomenal. You know what I mean? We talked about his passion, not just for God and for family, but for community, because he's busy.
Yeah. And he has an incredible story.
Busy.
He does.
And he's great. Okay. Right. So Tony, you've got a hell of a place here, man. You guys, guys are top notch and second to nobody. And we want to say thank you again for letting us come out here and
fill in our bellies.
Well, you guys are always. You better leave this restaurant full. If you don't leave this restaurant full,
not a problem.
You better let me know.
Not a problem.
we missed the ball somewhere.
No, man, you didn't miss nothing. So, all right, well, everybody, this is another great episode of American Car Classics Radio Podcast here live, Ford's Garage, Viera, Florida. If you don't know about it, you're behind on the times. Get out here.
Have some food. Say hi to Tony.
Drop us a line and let us know what your favorite food dish, and if it's a dessert, that's okay. And if you find out they got popsicles in the back and you can get one, take a picture of it and send it to us, because I'd like to see it, all right?
Get a purple one.
For me. Take care, everybody. God bless. And remember, talk to somebody if they're not talking to you.